Something with uneven odds.
I was thinking like in Elysia, where they siege the city, and then reinforcements are coming, and they have to fight off both sides, or something like that.
It's always fun.
It would be fun. But they don't have any siege stuff. And the men of
Vale.
The Knights of the Vale. I was gonna say Eerie.
She's my cousin.
We should do something.
We should help. Yeah. That was my instinct as well, my liege.
My liege.
I love that line. He's like,
Of how the whole time his face is just like.
and
So
He should have gotten a parrot for the kid. That way he could teach the parrot what he wanted the kid to think.
So what do you think?
So let's see. You've got the wildlings.
Yes.
You've got Baelish.
Yes.
You've got whatever
Men of the North.
true northerners or whatever you want to think of them as.
lesser houses.
Right.
Loyal.
Not one of the big three.
Yeah. Because they'll be busy making Ramsay's death last a little longer. Ramsay needs to die. Killed Osha.
Did quickly though.
Yes,
Thank
which was
God.
nice of him.
I wonder what's happening to him.
Yeah, he doesn't keep things that are actually dangerous. Right?
Sure. Smart enough for that.
Yeah.
Ramsay's going to have some kind of a fitting death.
I've seen worse.
There you go.
Oh, yeah, that means I'd have to get the Fens. I fucking hate Fens.
Yeah.
I'm not a super fan of the Fens.
Are you a tiny fan of the Fens?
So let's see. Santa and John are united. They're aiming for Vulcan. Daenerys wants a Dothraki city. Every time you show that lady in the city,
I know.
she's crazy. She's an impulse shopper, is what she is.
She is. It's true.
She ain't shopping.
She is.
Conquering.
Yeah, and
Just purchases will So what do you think the High Sparrow's play is in telling the king that she's going to take the walk?
putting pressure on them, because every time he gets a victory, that's conquered ground. So the more that he can show the people of the city that the king isn't the one calling the shots, and what better way to do that than by making all of his loved ones walk around naked and humiliated, then the more people will follow him and not the king.
Maybe lie to him. Keeps down his brother and he needs to be strong. He lied or Tom lied to his mother. The High Sparrow lied to Tommen, or Tommen lied to his mother.
Common life is what it is.
And the High Sparrow, because we didn't actually see the conversation between the High Sparrow and Tommen, right?
It's all part of a conversation.
Right.
Said they've been conversing for a while. He's been visiting the
Yeah.
High Sparrow and talking.
So either the High Sparrow lied and said that Marty was going to walk, which I guess might not be a lie. He just is assuming she's going to, because she hasn't agreed to do it yet. Like seriously did, or
That's why they let her see her brother.
lied to Cersei. And that,
They're gonna make my wife
right,
do that.
to urge her to
Trade honest
according to
agree.
the High Sparrow's plan.
Have a look.
It'd be a very roundabout way for the High Sparrow to try to get Cersei to do something.
Oh, don't mind the big chunk of stone
For
floating
him,
above.
having Marjorie do the Walk of Atonement,
That's why I'm gonna fuck it.
it's not a lose for him. Like, he's not giving up one of his chips. He's playing it.
Well, but if Marjorie isn't there, there's nothing protecting him from being destroyed by the army.
Well, there's still
There's no more hostage.
yeah. There's still her brother.
Yeah, but they'd be much more or less willing to invade with the queen than his brother.
I do think her brother is her brother.
I mean, they're planning on invading before the queen leaves
Sure.
to keep her from doing it anyway. So
But yeah.
Okay, so how much stuff happened off screen? Because the last thing we saw, Marjorie and her brother, like, he was completely broken in half. He was
You will not believe how.
and he said, she was like, we have to be strong, and he's like, I just want to end anything, give me anything, including sacrificing you, me, whatever, I just want it to end.
Right.
And then she was horrified and holding him, so do you suppose maybe after that, she broke and said, I'll take the walk, and then the sparrow told Tommen, through whatever agents.
It's possible. Probably just would. That's also the same. It'd be hard to plead innocent to that one. You know, on the room and tripped.
Yeah. I tripped, and that's with my skirt.
It happens a lot.
Yeah, so there's stuff that happened off screen and that kind of leaves us in the dark as to who is pulling what strings,
Sure.
which I'm sure will all be revealed when they're ready. Yeah, it's hard to know who's telling the truth. Is that the first time we've heard a backstory for the
There's an orc living in Dark Elf.
monk?
Yes. I mean, he's talked before about. He's alluded that he's known, like. Yeah. But we have to have the whole story. What is
Working with wood is.
It's interesting.
because he kept his eyes fixed with it and had a the switch to Marjorie. His eyes. It looks like he's looking at
Goods at fair prices.
like you or the audience.
It
or like he's talking
did,
to
it
you.
did.
And then
Can I help you?
like he breaks that line of sight and it like crashes you back into the scene. It's just
I don't trust him.
it's one of my favorite monologues from this show.
It's very good. Hard time believing him. That's actually his backstory. I could see him spinning a new one
Sure.
at will.
I mean, he's basically like a cult leader.
Yes.
So.
He's going to give you whatever.
Manipulation.
Yes. Ramsey and them are going to face off, and Ramsey is going to get killed.
Yeah.
Danny is going to take her entire Dothraki army.
John probably wasn't brought back from the dead just to die in fighting Ramsey.
Exactly.
Well, you know.
And the red priestess is still serving him.
I can't believe Brienne didn't kill her.
That would have been fine with me.
I mean, I guess, like he says at the start, Sansa certainly favors her a great death. So, Brienne won't let her personal feelings get between her and her duty.
Right.
So,
It's like, hey, this lady literally
But I
brought
bet-
one of us back to life.
I bet if Brienne asked really nice, can I please just...
Can I just... Come on! You know what Brienne could do? She could go somewhere and just have a, what's it called? A soliloquy. Because I'm sure wherever she goes, there's a certain red-headed wildling
But then again,
that's watching, and she can talk about how much she wants the red lady to be dead. And then she'd wake up the next morning and there'd be a bouquet made out of her.
then again, Shireen and hasn't killed her. Unlike anyone. So
If Davos finds out about that,
Can't you
like,
see
that
I'm
will
busy?
kind of break Davos's character. What else is there? You know?
she did bring John back to life. That's what he wanted.
Yeah.
So does, a right cancel out a wrong? Hard to say. Davos is also quite crazy.
Yeah, but she taught him how to read.
I know.
That's like the greatest act in this entire series. Somebody got literate. Bless her heart. Well, learn how to read at least. I don't know about writing. Two different things. So we think Daenerys will bring her Dothraki back to the Bay.
I'm sure she'll be back to the Bay. Yeah, before she head west.
Collect the dragons.
Two of them, at least. Find the third. Catching up.
I wonder where he went.
He was a lot bigger last time we saw him.
Yeah.
Had a lot of holes in him, too.
Yeah.
A lot of holes in his wing membranes.
Well earned.
Which-
Bold, really, because he was quite ineffective against non-trained combatants.
There are many wonderful rewards that may luck follow you.
I was not impressed.
Yeah, a lot of high scales if they're just...
Well, he's not seen a lot of fighting or anything like that either.
Yeah, but his
But this,
dragon scales are not supposed to be quite that squishy. I think.
maybe they're like, deer horns. And it takes a certain level of maturity before they're actually...
He's still in velvet.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, velvet dragon. The velveteen dragon. If he pops into reality, he's gonna burn us all. I really want to figure out how Ramsay dies.
I might say eaten by his own hounds. Maybe.
That's how he's killed. That's how he killed that lady.
Eaten by his own hounds. Maybe.
That's how he's killed. That's how he killed that lady.
His mother
That's how he. Yeah.
and his brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like one of the first things we saw him doing, because he doesn't kill people by flaying them on screen. I'm sure he can. Sure. It's probably more business-like, but when he really wants to kill somebody, he uses the dogs. I bet you're right.
Maybe.
Nope, not maybe. I'm hitching my wagon to that Rick. He's going to have his own dogs. Yeah. There's, I don't want to say dog meat, because there's okay.
Anything else?
I just want to know how Ramsay died. I'm happy.
He's her other day. This episode of Game of Thrones. If you want to see more, be sure to subscribe so you never miss another reaction. If you want to watch the next one right now, you can check out Patreon. Also, the link reaction. Full link as well. Check the link in the description.
The rush of... That's what I like to hear. Excellent work, but complete, of course. Team, anyone can... Ever the... Ever the...
Okay.
selling, buying, trading. Right here.
Bora lá. bicho é o brabo mesmo. Esse espetinho aí foi o bicho. Tenho até medo com isso daqui. Não morreu pra mim não? Aí complete. Vamos ficar junto. fedendo feio pelo que eu vejo. Esse cara é um otário, hein? Morri 3 agora. Uma coisa de preso? Esse choro eu mesmo. Se eu liberar essa técnica das apunhaladas, meio né que ficaria decente, mas eu não tenho essa técnica.
Welcome to the Blindwood Podcast.
Oh, what's up?
Full crew this time.
Yeah, it's been a while since we had this.
Yeah. 2 full weeks. Yep.
Yeah.
So 3 weeks. Now we're back. Better than ever.
Hello. What kind of drink is it?
Nothing. So, how's everybody?
I wanted you to say chain space.
No, I can do that. It's vulgar.
It was good. I had a good week. Yep. Went vacation, went to get a lake with cousins and my family. We saw Jurassic Park, we jet skied, we swam, we made a fire by the lake every night.
Wait, you went camping?
No. We stayed in this log cabin.
Oh, okay.
That's camp.
Oh, no, log cabins are okay, right? Except for
Was there internet?
But we had our phone. We had our phone. I have my phone. So.
Rick, that would be like traveling in the car would be camping.
Yep.
Yeah, Rick, it doesn't work. You can't just travel in the car. Like you're just stuck. You're just driving somewhere.
Yeah.
But a hotel. I mean, like the hotel camping.
Maybe not all. Every internet, every one I've ever been in, even if it's been dial-up. It's true.
Well, I mean, yeah, so there's card systems like that. Yeah, I mean,
I know there's a microtel have internet?
I was at a
Marietta?
when I was working pipeline. I was down in this
I've
crappy.
seen it many times.
I was down at the crappy.
Stayed there recently since the oil and gas industry has come through.
Also,
They've updated a lot of stuff.
Why would you stay in a hotel in the town that you live in?
Change things up, Rick. You just need a lot of reasons. You just need to get away.
No, whenever I was down in Louisiana,
Oh,
my
you guys
place
stupid ass questions, Frank.
I was in a hotel that just had nothing. Like, we were in it for like 2 months. Insane hotel. It was terrible. It was in the middle of this crappy nothing place. I don't even know what. The hotel, it was like they built this hotel for the pipeline. That's the only reason we went to this hotel.
That's what I did here.
No, yeah, but it would have been like if you built a hotel in Whipple. You know, or Lowell. Worse.
Lowell Hotel.
Bond.
Oh, yeah.
Like, it was in the middle of nothing. There was a gas station, that was it. And then I had to travel an hour to go to some place that had, like, a GameStop or maybe even a Walmart or some kind of, like, store. Otherwise, there was a gas station.
Sounds like a hellhole.
It was terrible. It sounds like a Lowell.
So
Every day.
Is that why you hate camping?
Every day on TV, my dad would watch stuff for a little bit, then he would say I could do stuff, and I would play Rock Band of the 80s. Not Rock Band, but Guitar Hero of the 80s. And I didn't have a memory card, so I would just start from the beginning of the game and play every song and unlock them until I was done playing.
So you got good at the game?
And then you just have to do it all over again the next day.
See, that's terrible. For me, I think of like hanging out with my friends around a fire, having the deepest conversation I've ever had while grilling awesome meat. You know what I mean? Making
Rolling meat?
grilling.
Okay.
And making cupcakes, stuff like that.
Really?
You can prepare a cupcake with lemon oranges on the fire. How awesome.
Remember like 5 or 6 years ago when the power was out for weeks? 6 days. Some of the worst camp in my life.
Yeah. I was in my
That's
basement.
terrible because you're stuck inside.
Camping in my basement.
Electricity stuff. There's no fires or nothing.
Oh, there were fires.
So yeah, I have to go camping this weekend. I'm not looking. You have to. Yeah. Why is there 2? Why?
Why?
What do you mean why?
Why do you have to?
Because family obligation.
I enjoy camping.
I would have wanted to camp with my family. You know,
Shane wants to camp like alone, like Bear Grylls.
Then you go to the zoo.
there's something romantic about camping by yourself. I would have done it once.
Romantic?
Yeah. Camping, like I camp with my family. That is fun. Like my immediate family. And that's fun. But like my 3-year-old, it's not that fun with her.
I mean, why not just lock yourself in the basement and make a complicated board game?
There's no internet out there.
So much. That's what I'm saying. It's camping.
But camping, fishing, making fire, making hot dogs.
Aaron and I never went camping.
You guys are the most unusual people I've ever met. Well, just like the way you tell me how you grew up, like you never did anything, never went anywhere, you just played games with Rick.
That's
That's pretty accurate.
the best life.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like I did that and more.
some of my great memories is like
Camping. Us.
We made
Like when you had like 30 of your class friends that all went camping. You had like a little village of
30.
tents around
Yeah,
a campfire.
Like what we did one time,
Yeah.
I remember, is I had some of my friends from area, some of his friends before Fry. We did this multiple times. One in particular, who I think went to your place. We had like 3 different fires: a cooking fire, a communal fire.
That's where you met your wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, communal fire.
Yeah.
My
Out
mom
in the woods and Whipple.
met my stepdad around drinking. Actually, she had to drive him home.
Campfire is a very very rewarding time to do.
Oh, when you're sitting there just looking at that fire, you smell it, cracking the woods. I love camping. I wouldn't want to live out there. I could do it every weekend, probably. But no, I want to give it. I could, yeah, probably. I
Does,
no issue.
we used to go to Six, where like we had a trailer and stuff. A lot. Like now,
We had a trailer park?
kind of. It was kind
Like we did that for a couple years, yeah.
Live there and
Well, except we were camping.
there's always gunshots, alcohol.
When are we gonna go home, Mom?
I remember going there and there's this tiny little trailer and we had a deck built onto it and then we would like cook and do stuff over fire,
on a
like
big
hot
grill?
dogs and stuff.
Oh,
and then like we
Well-
had a fire, not a grill.
Okay.
We had like a fire we roast hot dogs and stuff on.
I'd have to say that's luxury camping.
We did have like a little stove thing that we did like breakfast on, I think, maybe inside. I can't remember because I remember doing eggs, but it was just a tiny little thing. It was a tiny TV, and that's the place I remember first watching Quick and the Dead.
Yeah.
Leonardo DiCaprio. And that's my favorite Western. The only Western I really like.
Russell Crowe.
I mean, I feel like
yeah.
camping is a slap in the face to all of our ancestors who, over humanity's entire thing,
That was life.
the whole thing has been to get us as far away from camping as possible. And yet we're going back. It'd be like having a weekend
For fun.
like sun holding or something, right? It's like we're past that now as humanity.
I mean, these men had to fight wars and died, and you play them as war games. That's a slap in the face.
But I learn about their struggles.
Okay, we don't learn
A
anything.
warrior has to prove themselves.
You learn about the struggle of the people.
Yeah,
had to do that. Start a fire without matches.
Yeah,
Have you done that?
like I know for me.
I mean, I've been taught, but I've never personally done it. I have started a fire without matches.
No, you can't use a stick thing. That's the thing.
It's not matches.
You didn't even
Heading
change
to the battlegrounds?
Didn't work the first time.
Rick didn't change
I
it.
didn't even bother.
For me, when I went camping by myself, like I feel like I want to be one with nature and God. Like I feel like when I'm at my house, I try to pray. I just because there's a ceiling there and there's a computer, and I feel like my prayers are bouncing off the ceiling. I feel like for me, like I guess I look at the Bible. People went out far into the wilderness to communicate.
You're like the opposite of the dwarf. Instead of always having a roof over your head and getting nervous outside, you're the opposite.
Get nervous inside. We're guys that built churches.
Yeah, like Mr. Echo.
Yeah, right.
Like for me, I feel like I always want to go far out and experience the elements in the world. Maybe not necessarily the harshness of it. Maybe a lick of it.
Well, then why did you stand and wait till it stopped raining to go to your car?
Yesterday when we left, like I stood outside. I was like, well, I ain't going over to my car until it dies down. And Shane like hit me with the door because I was standing in front of the door trying to.
You open the door and tap you.
Yeah, tap. I'm like, oh! It's like the last thing you would expect for a tap. Like I had pretty much my back to a wall. But tap goes back. I'm like, how did you get there? He opened the door and went like. Anyway, so yeah, we were.
Show no mercy.
It was raining so hard. Like as soon as I finally stepped out, like we jumped to the swimming pool immediately.
Yeah, like
So
I had to go.
crazy
My
hard.
car is farther. My parking spot, I think, is farther down than the lot. So when you're running through, you're running through like a 4-inch puddle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Like when I was stepping into the street, my entire foot up to my ankle was in water.
yeah.
Damn it! And I was driving home and these foot.
You literally across the street like, damn it, Shane. Damn it, this is terrible, Shane.
I can't run. I can't hustle because I have to hustle. I don't want to be the guy that's fat and wet and lost. You know? I can't be all three.
Any two of those things is acceptable.
I know, all three.
Sexually unacceptable.
With my eye.
Remember that?
Yep.
And then like you got hurt, and I think they were feeling around like a chair.
Yeah, like that. They brought it out. He was laying laying there on the ground, and they helped him up, and they sat him in it, and they wheeled him to the office, and then an ambulance came like 15 minutes later. Big kid, he had a lot of force.
Did he wake up from the pain? But he rolled into it. Fuck you, Shane. You're going soft. And they went and got arrested. Yeah.
All right, that was a good time. We still haven't covered the favorite part of the week.
We went camping and how terrible it is.
No. Probably camping.
That's where camping started.
Now we're calling it camping. Typically, we're camping here.
My phone run out. I just don't have it.
20 years ago, 20 years ago, they said,
don't know if they'd be ashamed. They'd probably be like, that all the time and you're complaining for 20 minutes and won't die. They'd be ashamed.
Both of my fathers who love to hunt and fish and camp.
Are you ashamed of them or are they ashamed of
They're thing to me.
That boy.
Probably work on cars and stuff too, right? Just like directly.
Cars. I got to change the oil.
Where's that? Is that a dog inside?
My favorite part of the week is the close encounter and
Stealing?
discovery. So, Aaron might think that streamed first choice Christian become human last night. And whatever he does, he fucks up my setup thing. Right now,
Rick has these blue headphones here, and like it just plugged in, and the wires like wrapped around the chair, and it's like laying all
exactly the way I want it.
And I'm like, what? Why is it ripped out? I'm like, I don't know what the hell it is.
That's what I'm saying. Like, can you rip that up off the floor without getting like 6 other cables?
But I just, anyway, I just unplugged. I'm like, forget this. And I just unplugged them.
That's exactly the way I want it. And so I get in the morning, first thing. Music on the website or whatever.
Muito bom quando é live
One,
online.
and hit play. My Hero Academia music here for the day. Nothing comes out. I take off the headphones. Yeah. Oh. So I take off my headphones and I examine them and I realize there's a spider inside
The ear cup?
the ear cup. In the left in the left side.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy crap. Because I would have had a minute to crawl inside or bit me. Something crawled inside you.
It's like an endoscope, right? Go around the corner. Around that corner is this cockroach looking thing that looks like camera goes back into his head.
Alguém tá puto.
And it holds it for a bit. He's like, and then it goes back out. And then it like cuts and it goes back and they have tweezers. And they like killed it somehow. And they start like tearing off its legs, trying to get it out.
Yeah, it's terrible.
It takes like half an hour to get this fucking thing out.
Yes, they take it out.
It's like this fucking big.
They take it out in pieces.
Like this.
Yeah, fucking
I don't know where I heard this story before, but they were playing softball or something, and someone had like oil on their head, and the softball hit their head, and it burst open, and a bunch of spiders came out.
Oh
Someone had
my
laid an egg
gosh.
on their forehead.
That's fucking terrible.
I've seen videos where like there's like some kind of bump on someone's skin and they cut it, it's like bug guts. My mom was, we were outside and like it disappeared, and then for like a week she kept hearing like fluttering. She went to the doctor and they pulled them off and like it stuck in her ear. Like she thought that something happened, she didn't know, and then she's like, I think it's in my ear. It's like it feels weird. I keep hearing these noises and stuff. It might not have been a week, but I remember it.
I'm gonna start sleeping with earmuffs on.
What's the worst thing that could pull out of my ear that's caused my death?
Oreo cookie.
Worst there. That would be pretty bad.
You fell asleep in a tray of Oreo cookies. It causes your own death.
It'd be the worst because every time you want a snack, you had it the whole time.
Yeah, it was nice. You found out that like computer can food for fucking 25
É que eu demoro.
Almost said me, yeah, hearing it.
I tried this.
Oh man. Back to spiders for a second though. My mom wasn't arachnophobic.
Pass that down.
Love
Terrible. Well,
the dang spider.
it happened to me a little bit, but like she would do one, like at the end, whatever was within reach. Like she would grab bases and shit and just toss them at her, like break stuff. Didn't matter, right? She had no control over herself when there was a spider. Well, one time she was upstairs and I was in the basement and I saw a spider egg on the basement wall. I was young. I didn't know how to deal with this problem.
Sure.
So I called my grandmother because I knew I could not tell this.
Yeah.
Or we would have to move. She'd burn the house down. So I called her and she was like, take it outside.
Yeah.
And she's worse with spiders.
My cousin, Jesus. I remember he fell asleep. I mean, where's that video game? I can't make it in. He saw the spider. There's a spider out here somewhere. I was on the fucking spider. And then we woke up like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I remember that tennis ball, the size of a tennis ball, fucking on his elbow.
É que você vê que tá fraco esse ar.
I had a wood spider on my leg in the shower once. Just naked and afraid.
That's like a movie, Naked and Afraid.
That's a TV show. No, there was one time I was getting ready for work, and sometimes whenever you finish for the day, you go take your clothes off, and you're like, well, I'll wear these jeans. So I just toss them over in the corner. Like, I'll wear these jeans tomorrow. So I wasn't like pulling them out of my drawer, out of like a hanger or something like that. So I grabbed my jeans and I was going to get ready. And like all of a sudden, I just slapped back my leg. I'm just taking them off. Just like my hind leg and slapped like almost your ass, like below the butt cheek. Below there, just and I ripped off my pants and come on the ground. I'm like, what are you doing? Something in my pants. I'm just going through it. I'm like looking. I examined them. I can't find anything. There was a bottom, and I started rolling carefully the left, and holding them up higher and higher. My ankle goes down like it's from the last bit of cheesecake. Yeah, exactly. So I go down from one side, I go the other way, and I start rolling it up. Then out of like this bottom part of the pants, this spider falls outside of his pants. Oh Jesus! Was it alive still? Huh? Yeah, it's still alive. It jumped out. I didn't kill it. It was still alive. It just didn't bite me. I slapped my ass trying to stay alive. It's terrible.
Oh, fuck, dude. Like, seriously, right now.
Melissa's just looking at me in the kitchen like I'm a fool. Like, what are you doing? I'm just sitting there. I'm fighting for my life, bitch. Like, right now.
I feel itchy.
Really?
I don't
No.
Because I have low respiratory.
You know what makes
I don't, but if I see one, I will feel it.
I feel itchy. Like,
if someone
you
goes
say you feel itchy.
if someone goes light or something, like oh, they found school or whatever, you know, like
One of the evolutionary theories. My mom's friend had this woman who was just a total bitch. Absolutely. Didn't need her because I was good at her job. Like highlighted the fact that she was bad at her job. So
My mother. No. That's terrible. I love my mother too. Wait.
but she looked at this, I think it was a bank or cardio or something like that, like very proper office stuff. And she just got behind her while she was working on the computer. One hair. Like that. Just a little bit. And then like right next to it, she would do this again. Just like this. And then mostly like she convinced her that she had lice. And she went through this whole like regime of like trying to get rid of lice and stuff. Why don't you just get checked?
Yeah.
No, she did. Like all
You can
these
call them out.
things. She was so so convinced that she had lice. She was ignoring these negative
Ah,
things.
eu gosto.
It's like I have
Mas
lice.
não
That's
sei, não
terrible. Tickle me.
precisa.
That's terrible.
Oh, that is awful.
That's terrible. Is that Sam?
Samwise?
I doubt it. Maybe it is. Might be. But yeah,
We'll find out.
I had something else I was gonna say, and I can't remember what it was now.
Me too. Well, I know a couple things I want to say. I know for me, I think some of the scariest things in fiction is the idea of these giant spiders pulling grown men like into their like web or
Well, like
holes.
Shelob.
I was,
Their
yeah, I was gonna say, like
tunnels.
Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings or whatever, right?
Sam. Hey, what's up?
Hey.
Hey, you know, come say hi on the podcast.
Bet Sam has some good stories about these guys.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's singing on
You should tell some of them. Hey, have you heard any of our stories on the podcast? Hopefully not.
So Sam
I'm not sure
from
if we talked about it.
Yep.
Sam from Doughboys is delivering the pizza.
Yeah.
He's giving it to us on the house.
Yeah.
Yes.
Nice guy.
Awesome.
Make sure you guys, Doughboy's the best place to eat pizza if you're
He
in
was
the
the
area.
boss of several people at this table.
The place that. Oh, dang.
Thank you.
Thank you, though, Sam.
Thank you so much. Not ethics in general?
Ô louco, gente.
You always give me
Ô
shit.
louco.
You always give me shit of these basketball pieces.
Agora você consegue tomar muita puta de leve, hein?
Thanks for the pizza, Sam.
Thanks, man.
Hey, you need to come back and be on the podcast. All right. All right.
Have a safe trip.
Have a safe trip. Safe trip, man.
Peace out, man.
Oh, damn. Shit. That's all I was gonna.
Root beer.
Back in the past, Eric worked there for I don't know how many years.
5?
And then I was there for about 6 months to a year, I think it was. And then Shane joined us for about 3 years.
I worked there, yeah, almost 7 years.
Shane was there far greater than his ability and work ethic should have allowed him to be.
Probably.
Speaking of
I'll tell you what, though. The people who come through here, like, I don't know how they continue working. Like, you know, I hate the job. I wasn't great at it. But there's guys, we told before on the podcast, you know, who would just wouldn't get tipped. So they would leave the pizza box open so they cold. Stuff like that.
I mean, the thing happens whenever you get into like foods like that.
I think I did the minimal amount I needed to do. I don't think I did less than that.
I remember when I was with Little Caesars and stuff, like, you had all kinds of different people that's like, they probably wouldn't get hired anywhere else. But there's also not, the best people aren't usually coming to like work at Little Caesars.
Yeah.
Trying to find somewhere else.
I mean, you worked with Little Caesars.
I did. But I was also 16.
He's saying he's a rare exception.
I was also 16, wanting a job, and I kept trying to get up there to that manager position, and I kept getting closer and closer, and I left.
By the way, guy, if you're ever in Southeast Ohio, Doughboy's is so damn good.
It's so
I'm
good.
biased, but
I mean, it really is the best crust. If anything, you should harbor resentment.
yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean,
But it's so good, and you still love it.
Yeah. You know, my uncle Sam, who worked at another pizza company, he was based on his entire life, you know, but he decided to open up his own place in his hometown, you know. And then I worked there for about 2 years, like a little after he opened it. Then we opened another one, and I worked there for 2 years. Then we opened another one, and I worked there for 2 years. And I would kind of like go
Yeah,
to the new
that's
one
right.
and build it up. And then eventually, you know, he was always so cool about like scheduling and like working on your videos. Okay, go work on your videos. You know, like
that's awesome.
and be like, you know, it was always really great. He was always really support. He was really great with like kids in college too.
Yeah.
Like junior scheduling and stuff.
You got any, I got
But-
barbecue here.
Yeah, it was like it's one of the reasons why I was around is because he was so cool with scheduling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, if there is any way we can hook up Treat Stream to them, we'll get it figured out.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Maybe I can write my own name together.
That would be cool.
We'll see. Speaking of like following relatives,
Look at all that.
ranch, cream cheese, are those boxes?
Yep, that's boy wedges. Boy wedges.
Yeah,
Definitely. At least you have to recommend.
I have not. What is it?
It's potato wedges and cheese bacon.
That does not look like it fits my diet, Eric. I'm down to 173 pounds.
Now you're going to be 175.
You almost weigh as little as I do.
I know.
How the hell are you doing that?
That's scary considering I puked up like 5 pounds in California.
I will try a bite though. That's huge.
That's a bite in the back.
That's more than I eat in a day.
What?
You're full of shit.
How much?
Eating something like that.
You live like that, friends like that. People can't.
He tore off the little piece on the end that he touched.
Because it's too much.
I said take a bite, give it back. I'll eat it.
Take a bite and pass it on, Rick.
That is delicious.
Now you were saying about
42,
relatives.
38.
I'll just him like following his uncle around reminded me of the opposite. I was a very sick child, and my family was like probably overprotective of me. And so my grandmother was a cook at Warren High School. When I started kindergarten, she moved to that school to be the cook. Then when I went to middle school, she moved to that school to be the cook.
Really?
Whoa. Protective of him.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool, man.
I thought you were going to tell a story about Regis. There's something.
What kind of story?
I don't know, like duct tape or something. Regis was a very interesting man.
Regis, I do need to tell more stories about Regis. He was a great man, and I took Calvin for my great uncle, to the hospital
for like a checkup sort of thing. And I hadn't been to the hospital since the day he died. Kind of a rough memory of this stuff.
Even a grizzled.
I would definitely have to bring some videos and some pictures as well.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So a funny guy who couldn't be more different from me, but we were still very close, right? Because he was basically like...
It's almost funny how many people call me their lucky.
Made his own gun.
What, really?
Yeah.
He made his own gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like he was an actual like Daniel Boone. Like he was a professional trapper in West Virginia for a good part of his young life.
Yeah.
The Circle of Champions is... Of course. Now, we may have many games available.
Really, but the guy we get them from...
Anyone,
One time...
ever the curious. Capture the relic is one. Chaos.
How many chicken wings are in the box? One time we were getting these chicken wings. I'm not kidding.
Something catch your
This fucking big. They were turkey. They were gigantic. Yeah. And they were so expensive for us because, you could get like 3 orders in a box.
Used to learn
you know?
making
Sam was saying you had to call
supplier
me
like
and all that stuff worked out. I can't believe this is so great. This is so amazing. But like for like a week, there was like, man, Doughboys is the best chicken wings in town. You get some of these things. I'm like, I'm sorry,
Best chicken wings in the
state. That amazingness was a mistake. I'm sorry. We can't offer how great that is.
Well, now I think officially this might be the favorite part of everyone else this week who hasn't gone yet.
Yep. I looked at the features.
While fools charge into battle, the wise prepare
I
first.
also enjoyed last night.
Which
I
are
had
you?
a human stream, and it was about 9:45, and I was like, guys, I might end. Stop. And they were like, you're almost done. Just finish it. So I finished the game. I was up. I think I streamed till like 12:30 last night or something.
Yep.
Yeah. I can't remember that. Didn't
Yeah,
tell them
right-
that to
right
me
on 12:30.
for The Witcher 3 for the last 60 hours. Like, oh, you're almost done. Just keep going. Just finish it, Rick. But gameplay was really good. I enjoyed the story and everything. Got to the very end, and I think because of like one decision I made at one point, everything was going good, and then everything went really bad.
Oh, yeah?
So everyone's like, you make up the worst ending. But I saw another ending after I got home, Melanie just got some stuff. I saw another ending that would have been worse.
I saw that. I saw when you went back. And you were like, oh, that's stupid. Like another thing.
Look what? I was like, God damn it. But no.
It's difficult to believe from what you told me about training last night. It was worse.
Oh.
Here. Thank you. How are you?
But no, there are some. Like it shows you flowcharts and stuff of your story and the decisions you make. Yeah. I have like 2 or 3 that are completely grayed out because I didn't make other decisions previously that would have led me to those entire flowcharts for different like missions.
Like a lot of replay.
Yeah, so there's more things I haven't done. So right now I'm in the debate of I'm either gonna stream alternatives that I haven't done for the game, or I'm gonna start up like the train. I haven't done a prequel or Captain.
You have
Oh shit. I can go through the flowchart and choose
okay.
and choose. Yeah.
I remember I played when I was younger. When I played RPG,
Yeah.
I used to have multiple save points. Rick, did you do this?
What? Yeah.
I had Final Fantasy.
Oh yeah.
And you have multiple save points just so you can relive that part of the game.
Definitely. Sorry.
Back then, consequences wasn't that big a deal, but it's just a case of, well, I'm like the gold saucer. I can go in and FIFA.
Yeah.
So I made sure, like, well, teach the story repercussions. I'll make 2 save copies.
Definitely. And like, some of that stuff you didn't know until I was after it was over. Yeah. But I'm trying to think how many games that have alternate endings that I've played all the time. I only probably count it on one hand. I can think of like Chrono Trigger. Yeah, it had like 10 or 15.
Aí eu ganhei uma, né? Tá bom.
Well, so there's games like Dragon Quest 8, which has like a true ending, and Persona 4, which has like a true ending. Like, I wouldn't necessarily count that necessarily, but like actual branching paths. Silent Hill 2, I've played through a couple times. Got different endings. Not very many. I did it in the Wii game. Is that the one you're talking about?
No, it's not. Oh, okay. No,
There's that in the Wii one as well, and I did do it in that one.
Oh, I did that. That's okay.
You did?
read those, I would always like fold corners as I'm reading.
Sure.
I gotta come back here, and then I'd make a decision and then read it.
Yeah.
But sometimes like there's some of those that it would only be like 20 pages and the story's over because you messed up or you chose whatever, and then I'd go back to the last decision I made to see what the other one did.
Yeah.
And I would always work back there and see what else I could have done.
There's a really funny.
When did you stop reading, Eric? Sorry, go ahead, Eric.
There's a really funny review that Jeremy Johns, who we saw at E3 by the way, he was just like over, like
He was over there, right?
yeah, it was like, oh, it's Jeremy Johns. Okay, we can go over to
And I was like,
But anyway, he's a movie
oh,
reviewer. He did for Solo, where it was a review for everybody. No matter what you thought of the movie, he made a review for it. So like he starts out being like, you know, there were some people that didn't like this, people that really liked it. If you didn't like it, click here. If you did like it, click here. And he has like a bunch of different webs going out. So
Yeah.
you get to
I saw that.
that matches your opinion.
Yep.
It was always funny.
I've
That's
seen that.
funny. They kind of do that as like a satire thing. Everybody wants to hear their own opinion of review, you know? Don't, it's wrong.
You know, I'm surprised I haven't dug it out and read it to Evie yet. My grandmother wrote me a Choose Your Adventure story. Me, yeah, it was me, Casey Goslett.
She wrote you?
I hate that kid, man.
They said
me,
I
Casey
could.
Goslett,
God damn, I hate that kid.
and Wesley Zoller all like
Oh, yeah.
went to the Lost World basically. We like went to this cave and we went like to this dinosaur world and we had to find our way out. And it was a Choose Your Own Adventure book. Like, you know, you want to do this or this, turn to this page or this page. And it was awesome.
That's super cool.
Maybe I'll read it on the podcast next week because it's pretty short.
We can choose our own adventure.
Yeah, that could be a lot of fun actually.
Boy, boy. You know what?
Remind me.
You bring it up, but I haven't had Doughboy's pizza for a very long time. Once you're working somewhere, like I ain't
Well, and also like
Yeah.
you know, we get Papa John's every week. And you don't want to have pizza too many times.
No, yeah, you know, but you know, it used to be like I had pizza every day because I used to go to Joe's Pizza. Oh, hey, I'll get dinner tonight. You know, that's pizza. I haven't had it for a long time.
Yeah, the only time we have pizza.
I think I've cleansed my palate. Doughboys. It's so good. It's been like 2 years now. Yeah, it's pretty good. It's really good. I love the pepperoni. It's small pepper. Yeah. And they like curl up and hold all the oil and
There's a great series called Lone Wolf, which mixes Choose Your Own Adventure and like a Dungeons and Dragons RPG kind of thing that you play by yourself.
Selling, trading.
Do one of those. It would be fun to do some Choose Your Own Adventure stuff on the
We should
podcast.
do DCC. Choose our own adventure there.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I could let you guys actually make a choice every now and then.
yeah.
Comics, you have something of the week?
I don't know, there's nothing really sticking out to me. I finally got over the stomach illness and everything completely.
Yep.
Back to total 100% normal now. That was good. I appreciate that.
You won a match Friday, right? When we were doing Smash?
Yeah, I did. We won a couple.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Yeah, we forgot about that. I guess that is technically part of this podcast week. Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, we're all picking up new characters, so it's kind of the right time to get in, right? Because we're all learning together.
Yeah.
Again.
So I actually have a little bit of a chance. Someone apparently in this area. Doughboys is pretty good, but Smitty's and Jukebox Pizza is amazing.
Oh yeah.
Who the hell is on here?
Nurse Brian. She's mentioned before that she's in here.
Because Smash is going to have every character. Shane, you weren't here last week when we talked about E3.
No, it wasn't.
But playing Smash Brothers and stuff, like we got a little bit of a taste of it.
Yeah.
And an announcement of like what, there's going to be 65 characters in this game? 66.
66.
It depends if you can count Echo Fire.
Plus
Yeah.
and Pokemon Trainer.
No, I think
Like
Pokemon
3
Trainers-
characters in one.
I think Pokemon Trainers counted.
Counting everyone.
Counted in there.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, okay. But with there being so many characters and our crew is only so big, we've been looking at trying to pick up and be proficient with several characters so that we have a bigger familiarity with fighting multiple different characters rather than just knowing these 4 or 5.
Nurse Brian's giving a shit. She, LOL, because I'm a nurse, I'm a guy.
I was gonna say,
Sorry about that,
when you
nurse.
said she, I'm like,
Who said she?
you did.
Damn it, shame me.
Greg Fokker. Greg Fokker.
I've seen that.
You have.
Now you know.
The other day I said something that, oh shit, he hasn't seen that yet.
That was a helpful scene.
Like, I've seen, like, people have a bell and, like, Shane in Discord before, the emotes and stuff. I was like, I thought it was a Hot Fuzz reference.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Because, like, you know, when they're in the grocery store and stuff, like, the stuff shooting around, and the fat guy, like, Shane.
Nick Frost.
Yeah, Nick Frost is like, so Shane.
You say something when you knock him out, like cool off or anything. Like, no, Shane.
Yep. That's what happened.
Yeah. Nope.
But, Shane, are you going to be caught up soon? I'm halfway through season 6 now.
Yep. Will be.
Yeah, you're not too far. Shane, with you being here now, what was your favorite thing from E3? You didn't get to actually talk with us about E3.
Yeah. Honestly, just hanging out with you guys in the hotel playing Smash. That's my favorite thing. Getting away. Love my family. It's cool to get away with my dudes. Play Smash. That's my favorite thing.
Can't do that, kid.
No.
We can't win the new game comes
You
out.
can't win the Switch, baby. I'm bringing my Switch camping this weekend. They can't stop me.
How long ago did you buy your Switch? Was it when you found out that you were going camping?
No, it was a little before that, actually. But, you know, in case, because Maggie loves all the outdoor shit. So does Evelyn. So I knew...
You just figured you were going to get roasted at some point.
Exactly.
I gotcha.
I can't tell you, like, since Evelyn's been born, I've been fishing more times than my entire life previously.
That's cool.
Sure. Yeah. I do too. And, like, I love seeing her happy.
You have to realize you are
Yeah, hey, no, but the rock.
The mark of a great father to that is cool.
You're going, you know,
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good. In terms of else,
Like, if I had a kid in like Star Trek, I'd be like, oh, you're not a kid anymore.
Man.
I'm so happy, though, that she's starting to play video games now. Because, like, Super Mario Odyssey, like, every time I come home, that's what she wants to do. And, like, she plays the hat, and then she gets bored and wants to play Mario, and nothing gets accomplished. And sometimes she'll play the hat and be awesome, but then she'll get bored and keep the hat away from me. And so I'm trying to fight the bosses. I can't do it because I don't have the hat. I just run around like, Evelyn, she's like, haha, can't catch me.
That's funny. I mean, anyways, so hanging out with you guys is cool. Hanging out with Gus, obviously, our dude Gus. But just playing Smash Brothers, you know, I was anticipating the hell out of playing that thing. And for me, after I played, which was so exciting, because like, I realized how much I love the game. Like the weight of it feels good, it's fast. It seems to have a lot of reliability.
I have to cut in here because Mike did the same for the vlog, but editing the vlog for me to reach out. One of my favorite things from this week was discovering this clip. You're playing for Honor. Or you're playing some game. I'm getting a shot of you, and you mess up with it. Gus! Gus turns around and looks. But you didn't realize that you're not asking for Gus.
Right.
You're exclaiming, damn it, Gus!
You're taking Gus's name in vain.
One of my favorite things ever since.
Do I notice I'm not the main?
No.
That's so
You're
good.
just Gus! And Gus turns around and looks at what? He's kind of far away, too.
So, got one of those.
Well, he's gotten, like, you know, he was so used to it for so long, but he's been away, kind of, for so long.
Yeah.
You will pay for what you've done.
But there's just so much. E3 was all good. Playing Resident Evil 2 was amazing. I mean, going to play Smash Brothers on stage with you guys just been my dream forever. Finally got to do it. So.
Yeah, Eric is putting in quite a bit of extra hours editing the vlog footage.
Yeah, it's taking a lot longer than I thought it was. It's over 6.5 hours of just the footage from our camera. Yeah, that's not including like any action footage from people's phones and stuff like that. I'm like, at this point, like 90% through it all. But then I just gotta take that 6 hours, make it like boring 6 hours into about a 40 minutes.
Yeah.
I wanted to be able to do it myself the first time I was established. Yeah, editors that
Like a baseline.
that kind of stuff. But I didn't really expect to be able to. This is what I want.
I mean, didn't you do Star Wars Celebration yourself? Or was that someone else?
Celebration was more of a podcast stuff. And we did, and we had one already that was kind of just like
That's true. No, you're right. I remember now.
Shane, some people are wanting to hear. They don't think that
Why did I be telling donut stories about that?
Miss, why you... Spoilers.
Why are you going camping?
I mean, I don't know how to describe the story.
I would just like to know from the hotel, mainly your mindset of like, I'm hungry, I'm gonna buy these donuts. I'm gonna buy 7 of these donuts. I'm gonna take them into a place where there is catered food. Like,
well, my mindset was I was really hungry, I want to get something. I want to cross street and get some tacos. These guys said to wait. And eventually, they get real hungry. So, of course, then they want to go eat. They go to a place I didn't want to go to.
No, we went to the bar. The guy said just go down and have a drink.
Yeah,
and come back.
and I wanted to get something else for food. And then we get there, we're there for a while, we realize there's no way we're going to be able to get down on time and eat too.
Yeah.
So I said, God damn it, that's why I don't want to go. So so at that point,
there is food at the place.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you have to understand, and I say this all the time, no one changes the subject, no one suffers like Shane Farley, that concludes hunger.
Because I mean, I guess for me, I just decided I want to eat earlier, and I give it a shot now. These guys decided they wanted to eat to a place that we ended up eating.
We didn't go there to eat. We went there because there was nowhere else to go.
Yeah. There's a taco place across the street.
Yeah, but we weren't. I don't think we went there because we were going to eat. I was under the impression we went there because some guy said, hey, bar down there, you get a bunch of craft beer. You got to wait 40 minutes anyway before you can come in. Go down there, come back.
Literally don't eat before you drink.
Waste of time.
You don't have to spend as much money to
We
get
went
drunk.
there and we're like, well, maybe we grab a bite to eat while we're there.
Well, before that, it was, let's go there and get some food. And of course, Gus definitely wanted to go there because he loves craft beer. And then I knew there was a donut place next door. We walked by and I saw it. Holy shit, I think that's the place. JJ Reddick talked about the podcast. He was on Andy Bourdain's No Reservation. And I looked up my phone, my shitty phone that barely worked, and it was. So I said, I'm definitely in there. It's a donut. And I did. I was like, well, I better get some of these guys. They'll probably want something.
You looked at me before you left and you were like, I'm going to go look at that donut place. And I'm like, all right, look. I probably don't want to get anything.
I don't think he said anything.
I literally did.
Yeah.
I remember looking at you being like, I mean, you were down at the other end. The Calvin machine, I think that's the car.
Yeah.
But like, I remember you like, I'm gonna go down there and look. All right. And then you came out. Next thing I see, you coming out with 7 donuts.
Yep.
I don't know what.
And then that's pretty much the story. Except Aaron complaining about the donuts.
Well,
that was about it. And I was thinking,
the story that I
thought
was funny from my point of view, I wasn't with you guys at that point, was that, you know, I was kind of working to get you guys into this very exclusive, very classy place that, you know, normally you had to have a dress code. You can't walk in with tennis shoes and stuff like that, you know? And Shane walks in with a plastic bag, ghetto plastic bag with like 6 individually wrapped donuts, sat at a table, popped them down, took them out and started eating. You know, it just, in context of the situation we're in, it seemed extremely inappropriate, but it was also a Shane Farley thing to do. And that's what made me know that.
Later. I remember you in there being like, quit now.
Yeah.
She brought them to the club.
Yeah.
With the dress code, no tennis shoes and all this kind of stuff, but it wasn't that quick.
It's like one of those things that happens, you know. Well, we'll give a story after. And it was a great story. Oh, it's the best part of the podcast.
The thing that made me laugh at the time is that he miscounted how many people were with him. And how many donuts to buy.
That's also pretty good.
I got 7 donuts, 2 for each of us, or something like that.
No, he said, I got 6 donuts, and they gave me another one when you buy 6. So I got 2 for each of us.
Well, there's
Like,
4 of us.
there's 4 of us, Shane.
Eric, if you counted him, that's 5.
I wasn't counting Eric. I wasn't counting the ones I ate.
How did you have in there?
Well, they gave me a bunch for free. We'll put this in there too. You said you bought 6 and they gave you 1 for free. I tried like 4.
Shit.
You ate 4 while you were in there? And then I ate more, and then I ate more food than anybody when I got there. I was hungry. That's what you can do.
Upstairs?
I didn't mean nothing.
I think I ate more. I went upstairs for the...
Unhand those things, villain! I definitely did.
I went upstairs for the VIP thing where there was nobody in line, and you could just grab as much as you want. I ate there. I took tacos, quesadillas, and beer.
Sat up there and eat, and I went to one.
Do the VIP. The VIP. Did you go up there, Shane?
No.
Not once?
Oh, the VIP, yeah. Yeah.
So you guys, I remember having a picture up there, like
I got a little drink. We all got a little.
I got that.
Yeah?
After like 15 drinks.
Yeah, I'm a lightweight anyway.
I drank a lot, and I didn't.
Yeah, I
didn't
drank
get.
more than I had a long time.
And I wasn't even as drunk as my bachelor. And I drank more there than I did in my bachelor.
More drinks. But
Yeah.
I think
I think the alcohol was just. Honestly,
it was really watered down.
I think it really wasn't as much alcohol. I figured I would have been much toasty.
Like, if you had had 8 real drinks, I think you would have been more.
But it was also
Yeah. So you have to understand that they were trying to save.
that Miami Vice.
Which is drink.
Oh my God! The guy downstairs.
He was the big
Oh,
one.
he was the man.
MVP, man.
He was over there. I was watching. Dude, he was over there, like doing stuff, shaking stuff. What's up, Shane? Your mic? And like flipping. He was like flipping stuff and catching it and whatnot. I was like, oh shit, man! Look at this. This guy's like Tom Cruise. And then Calvin looks over. He's like, from what? I was like, what?
Yeah, that's right.
Cocktail.
From what?
I've never seen it. Like a Top Gun, Calvin.
I've never even heard of it before that night.
I was like, how do you not know Tom Cruise?
I know Tom Cruise.
Cocktail.
I don't like him, but I also don't know many of his movies.
You don't like? I hate this man personally.
How can you not like him then?
I hate this man personally.
Just with all the crazy people in Hollywood, you don't like Tom Cruise. Who's known to be one of the most dedicated working
You have
guys.
to give him the props for the insane amount of stunts he does. I do. In the Last Samurai.
I feel like the people who work with him, I think they sort of hate him.
Yeah, it's mainly the Scientology.
Yeah, so, you know, not a Scientologist or I don't know, I don't really care. Like, no, you said you don't know it. It does not really change my opinion.
Are you the crowd likes it?
I'm just thankful
So what do you hate about
Scientology
it if you haven't seen a lot of his movies?
I am curious. I have seen a lot of movies. I haven't seen now. No, I just there's a weird feeling from it. I just like it. No, I didn't say it was like rational. I'm not trying to convince you guys to like it. Maybe you like it.
Which is lost.
Everybody in my that great because I kind of sure at it.
Hey, Peter Pan are not rational in any way.
Well, they're not real.
But if they were. I'm just thankful Scientology is about the earth because I love that a lot. Terrible. But I love it.
It is a terrible.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's not 80%.
It's only made because of the because he's Scientology.
Wait.
Yeah, absolutely.
The creator, Scientology.
Evelyn Hubbard?
Yeah,
A science fiction author before he started a religion.
Yeah.
And he's also quoted as saying, like, if you want to make the real money, start a religion.
Yep.
And he did.
And you did.
And he made a lot of money.
Enemy
Which, you know, I mean, a lot of
controls.
people give Scientology grief, and if a lot of the accusations about like some of the, the darker things are true.
Boy.
But like if I just heard like well Will Smith's a Scientologist, like well we're talking about crazy things.
Sure.
What's one crazy thing?
As long as they're not hurting other people.
But they are. There's like 1,000 like activists.
I think if we started
Stephen Colbert made one, right? The charity. Oh, right. John Oliver.
No, I think we should open the Ohio or U.S. faction of the Force Church.
The Brave.
Action sounds bad.
I tried to do that so it wouldn't come off and it didn't.
Dude, we already get criticized for our love for Star Wars. Or we add us to being our religion. I mean, it would make the most sense. No, I mean, you want to get like
Tom Cruise took the Iowa's their religion. Calvin
I'm saying the bad just sucks to see.
comedy series idea. Song that creates the next like
denomination.
yeah. He's like the Martin Luther.
Who are you? The crowd likes
Starts fucking the code of sin. I think they're already into that too.
it. me fode.
Actually, we were doing. Wasn't that like there was a repairman here? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there was a guy in the fridge. He was fixing our fridge.
We had the fuck tin out.
We had the fuck tin out. Yeah.
But with us not having its audio and stuff, really, it didn't matter having some guys working on it. So it was easier to do it then.
Cara, bem chão.
But no, that was fun. I enjoyed filming that, trying to come up with ideas and the gags and stuff that we wanted to have.
Oh yeah, there's a couple like class gags.
Chega no lugar, tem 4, mano.
They don't know the spitball like why we were doing it. Like we didn't really have a plan. I was in the top 10.
The fact that you have
Yeah, sure. I don't have an idea necessarily, but I definitely have the idea, and this one is still on comic box. I don't think people are catching it. I don't think the apparatus.
I think what happens in the tent takes away them noticing you standing on the side.
Sure.
So if you guys watch that, watch the second segment. Every Blind Wave video, or every Blind Wave Lexus video.
It's also gotten quite a bit of traction on Twitter compared to our normal.
Yeah. And it's backed by long-time stuff.
Yeah, Luke Arnold. Right? He's an amazing man.
Tem que ir pra outro lugar, irmão. O time não joga junto.
Don't make it about that. That's not why I don't like him. I specifically said that.
Yeah, he doesn't know why he doesn't like him.
Well, I mean,
I know why I don't like him. I just can't respect him.
I also like unlogically hate that. Yeah. Well, mainly because of Godzilla. Mainly because of Godzilla.
That was his fault. He was good in that movie.
Mano, tô falando sério, você tá me matar.
So much in that movie.
Você não foi minha morte, não, mano. Ah, para.
I love Lady Hawk. I hate him in Lady Hawk. I found out it was him. I couldn't watch it.
For some reason, when you first said his name,
Bora, cara.
I was so confused why you brought up Godzilla. I was like, wait, I know there's another Godzilla. You must be on Lady Hawk. Like,
I know Eric is a big fan of Kevin Nash. And he's been Magic Mike.
I don't like Will Ferrell, but I hate Will Ferrell. I just don't think you don't typically like.
Mas pega foda que são eles,
I
cara.
don't like a lot of Adam Sandler.
Yeah, but I would say that I hate Will Ferrell.
But I don't like Adam Sandler. I do hate Magic Mike.
They have to shut the point!
It's mainly because of Godzilla, but like the tone of his voice, the look on his face, the fact that he's very does guitar perfect. The fact that he ran over him in Germany and killed him and didn't get any repercussions for it doesn't help either. Oh, it's real. Yeah.
Faz isso comigo, tá?
He's still famous. No. It was after. He's famous. I have. And I don't like that version.
Tá vendo? A gente começou a fazer ponto errado.
Gene Wilder version. Fantastic. Gene Wilder just makes it. I mean,
there's no argument against it.
Why can't go have an irrational hate?
oh yeah, I also hate him in Inspector Gadget. Yeah, what I want. It's mainly because of that. But you know what's about I still love the Walker Watch. John Reno. He's already I completely admit part of that
Pode ser. 128. Se a gente tivesse se esforçado antes.
The wedding in general is the worst decision in your life.
No. Okay. Left I haven't erased.
Oh, back. I know that. Oh, a lot of people.
Pai, eu não tô matando ninguém. Sai daqui, pai. Bora, rapaz. Ah, mano, para. Não é nada, bro. Oh, cara.
The point is lost. Shard the point. They have secured the point.
Don't like him.
I would burn for no real reason, other than I just have this irrational hatred of him.
Well, that is a real reason.
What?
Even if it's irrational, it is a real reason.
Yeah.
You punch Tom Cruise?
He would.
Now see, Blade.
They jump out of a plane and hold on to it.
I also have.
I hate Draymond Green.
Who?
He's a basketball player.
He's a basketball player.
He's like a really dirty basketball player too,
Dirty
right?
basketball player. People make compilations.
See, you talk about it enough. I know who he is and what he does. But you hate him.
People make compilations of dirty plays.
I have not seen the movie Glory, and it also works the same way.
Glory's good. Glory's
so good.
I need to watch this.
Such a good movie.
Rick,
But I also
You have seen that movie.
Glory.
We watched it in 8th grade history class with Mr. Robinson.
I remember we watched Schindler's List,
We watched that as well.
and he fast forwarded through the boobies,
I don't remember
Well,
that.
but I don't remember
That's not
watching
his
Glory.
I'm quite certain we watched
I remember
it.
everything that happened academically in
never
school.
existed in
I remember nothing else. Maybe I wasn't there that day.
I'm 90% sure. Certain.
I might have been sick or something.
I was sure.
That was half the time in school.
Not not that late into school.
But I'm pretty sure we did. But it's a really good movie. If you don't remember it, you should watch it.
I will.
It's really good.
what's it called again?
Glory.
Glory.
It's about Civil War.
Yeah. It's about
Denzel Washington.
Denzel.
The whole movie is
Denzel
about
and
Tom Cruise.
It's about the first or only like all black
division.
Like yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
division in the military during the Civil War. But it's done really well. But yeah, Denzel's in it.
Yeah.
Matthew Broderick's in it.
There's a lot of volunteer to free slaves and stuff.
Morgan Freeman's in it, isn't he? Wasn't he in it?
That's who I hate.
You hate Denzel?
I was gonna say Morgan Freeman.
Oh,
How
Morgan
did you hate
Freeman.
Morgan Freeman?
Isn't he in that too? I'm trying to think of who all was in it. I know there's like 5 famous people. I'm trying to think of who they were. I know Denzel was in it for sure. I know
Denzel
Matthew
wasn't
Broderick was in it.
particularly that famous at that time yet either.
No.
Assistem,
That's one of his earlier, like,
I feel like he had to have been really young.
But I also have an irrational love of some actors. I will love them no matter what they're in.
I have a rational thought.
Tommy Wiseau.
Bruce Campbell, Tommy Wiseau,
Bruce Campbell is, I feel, rational.
Kevin Costner, and Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. Yeah. Sam Witwer.
Sam Witwer.
Right. Tom Welling.
He's only in like one thing.
You don't understand.
Like Sam Witwer,
I don't know why
I
you
know
didn't
Sam
watch
Witwer in
all.
everything. Tom Welling is like in Smallville. And that's like it.
No.
Nope.
Me too.
Your brother doesn't too. And
No one watch that.
and Mad. Has Kevin Costner in it.
Yeah, right.
Is that a Kevin Costner movie?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He played an
badass.
aging quarterback. Yeah, he's awesome.
I like that. That gives him a little hope. He's hoping.
Now, Aaron, you're trying to make me justify my irrational love.
Yeah.
So, you gotta be careful here. Alright, who else? For me, pretty much anyone who plays in a Star Wars movie, I always Zachary Levi from Chuck.
Dude, he's good.
I love him so much in Chuck, and I've seen his at Comic-Con, his interviews, just like the kind of outgoing, sweet guy
He was in Heroes Reborn. Like, I didn't enjoy Heroes Reborn, but I loved Zachary Levi.
Yeah, I mean, and I made me follow his career, like, Walking Twitter now and stuff like that. Zachary Levi, what do you say? You know.
Half of me would say, like, Scarlett Johansson, but half the time she's not a redhead, so I don't care.
He's still hot. Actually,
Yeah, that's right. It's kind of interesting. Like, I always liked Malcolm Merlin from Arrow. John Byrne. Oh, man.
Yeah.
I love that guy. I love him. I get so hyped when he shows up. And then I watched Torchwood and Doctor Who. And now I've gone back and watched the scenes, and my love for him
has grown.
Is
It's
like
flourished.
at least twice as much. When I watched it, it's so fucking amazing. I'm almost mad that wasn't my first watch, you know?
He's definitely the reason why I enjoyed watching Arrow so much.
I didn't have Torchwood then. I watched it. I just had the Doctor Who time.
Yeah. So it might be John Byrne.
He's great. David Tennant. I love David Tennant.
David Tennant, everything
Every
time I see Sam Neill.
I want to.
Sam Neill.
Absolutely. I don't know. Ben
What about
Ryan,
Dennis Quaid?
I was not as happy as what I feel like I should have been
Yeah.
for him in that movie.
Yeah, that's true.
And Ben Horizon.
Christopher Walken.
Walken.
I tell you what, Samuel Jackson is great in bad movies. I mean, Sticks on a Plane is the craziest fucking movie I've ever seen. Such a terrible, crazy movie.
It's good because of him.
It is.
Yeah. They need him in Sharknado.
Have you Black Snake Moan? Wasn't he?
I have only seen like part of it.
I've seen clips.
My God,
He's amazing.
He's amazing.
He is amazing.
I mean, he's amazing in every Tarantino thing. He's a intense guy. He's amazing at fucking Mason. I thought he was in the latest Sharknado.
I don't think they have enough money for Sam.
There was who they have in the Piranha movie. Didn't they have like Terry Crews or something?
Piranha? Sam Neill's in Peaky Blinders. I need to watch Peaky Blinders.
Oh shit!
A lot of people have been asking about Peaky Blinders.
God damn it! I need to watch that now.
I need to finish Peaky
That's
Blinders.
what chat says.
You've seen Blinders?
I've seen 2 seasons, I think.
Is Sam in it?
Not that I remember, or not.
You know who Sam Neill is?
You need to watch
haven't
Haven
seen
because Edge is in it.
Edge.
You need to watch what? You need to watch Vikings.
Haven. Because Edge is in it. The wrestler.
We've been watching the Vikings.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
I need to watch Vikings.
Flat News.
Flat nose, yeah.
Timothy
I have to
Dalton.
say,
I have a
Careful.
love of Timothy Dalton. That everything he's in, I just love. I'm excited to see him.
I'm gonna have to say, like, there's big name actors. That, you know, every time they're in a movie, like the way, because they're so famous, the way they select their movies.
Yeah.
You know, it's normally always gonna be good.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like Leonardo DiCaprio hasn't been in a bad movie for 15, 20 years.
Right.
Because he's so good, he picks them. He picks the best scripts with the best director.
Yeah.
So that's, you know.
He's the opposite of Sean Connery.
Maggie Smith.
And Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
Kristen Bell.
But Nicolas Cage is
Kristen
some
Alan
unbelievably
Rickman
big
in
movies.
general.
Alan
Yeah.
Rickman. You know what's weird is
Yeah.
there's a lot of Hollywood actors. They'll say, "What's your favorite actor?" And they say Nicolas Cage
Yeah.
because of his intensity, because of the way he does things.
He's
Like I guess like
he's a better version of Tommy Wiseau. He's fearless as an actor.
yeah.
He's Tommy was so with talent.
Well, and he's very
Yes.
he's very capable. You know when he
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
he remembers his lines.
Kristen Bell. I started watching this
Monica Mars?
The Good Place or whatever it is. The TV show she's in. I don't really care for the TV show, but like I want to keep watching more because she's.
Deixa eu sair, o monstro quer
I don't like the
brincar.
story. I don't like any of the characters. But Kristen Bell, I don't watch it.
Vem, monstro, como que comigo, monstro?
Yes. And he's only been violent. He's only been in 3 movies that I know of.
Ih, rapaz. The winter is coming.
Zoolander.
Yeah.
I miss kind of school. Like, just voice acting. I mean,
Chegou a ajuda, concordo.
mind.
Não, não, por favor, que
And
isso?
they go, that sounds just like it. So they go to the set of Lord of the Rings when it was filmed. They write
up a fake script and have the actor who does the voice acting for the
like,
bad guy.
Peter Jackson has his rewrites. Here, you got read. Can you do that?
Read the script and record him doing it.
What show is
Eu
this?
tô vendo .com.
Which is easily the best show in shit.
Dude, Legends of Tomorrow is like probably the best of the Arrowverse because they can do any.
Yeah.
Like, what's superhero good like? Yeah, White Canary.
Quanto tempo?
Rip Hunter, of course. And then we could yeah, sure. But anyway, just what they kind of do is
Porra. Tem uns caras aí. 6 mil. Não consigo matar ninguém assim.
It's so, it's one of these things where it's like one of my favorite parts of it is there's an episode featuring George Lucas. Yeah, right? Yeah. He's in it. They cast a guy. He's George Lucas. And
it's casted for a young George.
Something happens where a time aberration makes it so that George Lucas never makes Star Wars. And Ray Palmer, the Adam, Lucas is trying to figure out the Star Wars.
Como é que ele faz isso? Não faz. Ah, bicho, como é que eu vou te ver
Like think of any historical moment or character, they could go and see them and have a whole story based around them.
Famous DC villain Vandal Savage is in it. There's just so many great stuff. Remember Vandal Savage from Young Justice? Yeah, he's in it. It's just a really, really fun show. And it's a show that we play every week. It's great. Yeah. And it's some of the loudest
Sozinho não dá, não.
it's laughter from YouTube. Yeah, like it's just, and of course it's a new rent. So that's why he's yeah. Then they ran with this. Like the last
O cara some, meu irmão. Tá em grupo, né? Que porra!
Oh, see, I thought it was like I scratched my back, you scratched yours kind of thing, but okay.
No, it was kind of
stabbed in the back.
On, kind of a gentle jab. They canceled that show.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of jabs in like Castle. Oh yeah, for like Firefly.
That's the best.
Nathan Fillion, everything that I've seen him in. Yeah,
he's a fan.
Yeah, that's just such a lovable guy.
He is.
Dude, opposite.
Yeah, no, in a lot of ways. I've seen it. I said in the reaction.
Yeah, that's why he was always a fan favorite fighting.
Like he just like he seems like don't give up. A lot of like sometimes it's like by the whatever the phrase. You know, just barely get by sometimes with this or that. Right. Yeah, like that kind of thing, which is very neat.
Bruce Campbell himself.
Yeah, that was Bruce Campbell and Sully and Brett Holt.
Agora não tá tão corajoso.
Wentworth Miller and Dominic Purcell. That's one. Wentworth Miller. I love Wentworth Miller.
That is irrational.
I love it because it plays D&D.
I would agree. It's not that bad. I mean, I like him everything I'm in. He just doesn't.
Cara, que tá no meio dos caras. Seu doido mesmo. Cadê o time, cara? Ah, tá aí. Espera, bro. Olha o câmera, tem que esperar. É isso aí. É isso aí que acontece.
Have you seen Running Scared? Well, you don't know this. He plays this Russian, like, terrible guy. He's badass. Like, he rips off his shirt. He has a tattoo on his chest. I am War. Yeah. Like, it is so. I mean, it's. Dude, Running Scared is the most intense movie I've ever seen. Like, in terms of just never stops. He's good at. He's always screaming and yelling.
I really love Keanu Reeves.
You know what? I like Keanu Reeves too.
Is that why you try to copy his look, Calvin?
No.
And John Wick?
No. Dracula is pretty tough. Devil's Advocate, pretty tough.
Devil's Advocate,
pretty tough and awesome.
Devil's Advocate is a loved movie, I think. I haven't seen Dracula.
Bill and Ted. Bill and Ted 2.
Now there's a third one.
Matrix.
The third one's
They're making a third one.
Yeah. I love The Matrix.
John Wick.
I haven't seen John Wick.
John Wick, you need to see. John Wick is the shit.
I've heard.
I've heard it's really good.
It's probably. I don't know. It's probably my favorite action movie.
I think Calvin or Shane spoiled me on something in John Wick, but I don't know for sure, so I'll have to wait until I see it.
Drew's kid reminded me about the person that Lessa hates that I love, Jack Black.
Jack Black?
Yeah. Oh yeah, Lessa hates Jack Black.
I love Jack Black.
I enjoyed him in what was the Jumanji?
Yeah.
The cast of Jumanji was pretty good.
School Rock.
I mean, School Rock, yeah.
Guys, I just never loved School Rock.
Never-Ending Story 2.
He's half of Tenacious D.
He's barely in Never-Ending Story.
He's half of Tenacious D.
He's the main villain.
How can you leave that off? You can't say Jack Black and not immediately go Tenacious D, Rick.
I haven't seen Tenacious D.
I haven't seen
What's he? It's a band!
I've seen the band.
The movie, though.
I haven't seen the movie. I love the band.
Nacho Libre?
Yeah, Nacho Libre.
Yeah.
Kung Fu Panda?
Yep.
Kung Fu Panda, yeah.
1, 2, and 3.
The video game, Brutal Legend.
Brutal Legend, yeah.
I heard that was actually odd. Video game too?
Oh,
really? I heard it was great.
He's great in it.
Like, great story, just fun, funny ass.
The story's amazing. The gameplay leaves that.
What about ones like Be Kind New Wine? Or like,
great.
I love the concept.
Love it.
I haven't seen it. The whole concept is that they work in a video place, and somehow they bring in some kind of giant magnet or something that clears out every movie.
Jack Black gets magnetized.
Yes.
And it's his fault.
Okay. So like every movie gets erased, so they end up re-recording, making their own movies,
Yeah.
and renting them out.
And
Right?
then-
I'm pretty sure it's called Pt9 Rewind.
Yep.
Isn't it? Yeah. I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I've heard the synopsis of that, but I haven't seen it. Really want to.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. Yeah, Air America, Iron Man, obviously.
Heart and Soul, I think, was a movie he was
So
in.
that's the
Sherlock.
one where he was
I can't think of anything I haven't liked him in, but I don't have an irrational love. For whatever reason.
I just love him as an actor.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I think he's a great actor.
I love him, and I have a lot of
Tropic Thunder.
I feel
Anthony Hopkins.
Anthony Hopkins.
Yeah, absolutely.
Zorro.
Yeah. I mean, there's literally 100 names I could be like, this guy's good. You know? I'm trying to think of like a rational love for. I mean, I can think of good reasons for everybody I'm thinking of. Like Cate Blanchett from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
You know,
So it's like my love of Tommy Wiseau is truly irrational.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one.
Well, you have like a affection for it. I have to say, like the story of it is very endearing.
Who is someone
Yes.
that you love that not a lot of people say that I love him? Like Tommy Russo for you is probably one.
A lot of people hate on Kevin Costner. Like every time I'm like, I love Kevin Costner. Like a lot of people say
Robin
like,
Hood?
I hate Kevin Costner movies.
Love Robin Hood.
I love
I mean,
Robin Hood, Tin Cup.
I love Dennis Quaid.
Dances with Wolves.
Oh, Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid is my
Isn't
dude.
there-
He's,
Wolves.
I brought him up before. Dragonheart.
Isn't there a movie?
Postman, Waterworld.
Isn't there a movie where he's like a bull rider? Kevin Costner.
I've not seen it. If there is
Is he also in the Field of Dreams? Right?
Field of Dreams,
Field of Dreams.
Bill Durham.
Field of Dreams. What is that?
It's a baseball movie.
What about
Yeah,
the Prohibition? Untouchables.
Untouchables.
He's incredible in Untouchables. Sean Connery as well.
See, the thing is, I mean, I can sit here and name like 1,000
Yeah.
actors. Like,
But they're all rational
but
love.
I have good reasons for them.
No, the thing is like trying to think of what is something that you love and no one else can say they love.
Like, does it have to be a Hollywood actor?
Like, would you say you
This is
love?
this man. Like
Who's good as Quaid?
He looks like his dad. A little bit. Jacked as hell.
Yeah.
I mean, he's ripped. He's ripped.
Yeah.
Ripped 70-year-old man. He's
70?
He's like 67.
What were we doing when we were coming back from the airport?
He went over here. Like pissed off, none of his hands.
Me and
All
Shane,
kinds of external affairs.
me and Shane, we were coming
Drugs.
back from the airport. We were doing our thing where we just like keep talking and arguing. We just talk, stream of consciousness as long as
That
you can.
was a
try to
brave
get the
deed.
person.
Rescuing
Once you
Seth.
hesitate, then you lost.
Yeah.
And you brought Dennis Quaid, like, no, he died. I feel like he died. He was on the magazine cover. I have
Come to
pictures.
check
No,
out
he
the
died.
live.
He died of cancer. I just read a thing.
I was like, no, he's alive. He's thriving. Look at you. You're dying every day.
I'm alive right now. You're incorrect. I get checked. You get checked.
We were doing that forever.
On the plane?
No, it was in the
car while you were driving.
Oh, is that what you guys are doing?
Yeah. It's like after we left Zanesville. They were just doing this shit.
Because whenever we were saying it, I like halfway realized, oh shit, I'm not talking about Dennis Quaid. I'm talking about they're dancing.
You're talking about Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze, so I had to just keep going, you know? If I stop, I lose.
Especially if you admit that you're wrong. I thought you were just talking shit.
At that point I was.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
as soon as you said it, I'm like, no, he's dead.
I think I've got one. Jean-Claude Van Damme. Love Jean-Claude Van Damme.
I haven't seen a lot of stuff for the minute except like the obvious. He's not a great actor, but I love watching him in
I think
films.
I've seen everything.
I love his
More
brother.
than once.
Remember the
See what's good? GCVD.
That's incredible.
That's an amazing.
Rick, have you ever seen The Quest?
Yes.
The Quest is one of my favorite movies
haven't
of all
seen The
time.
Quest.
It's Mortal Kombat, except they can't get the license.
Yep.
And they just did tournament for people all over the world.
He's been in like
I mean, Mongolian.
3 or 4 tournament movies that are
Yeah,
exactly like The
Bloodsport.
Quest.
Bloodsport is the shit.
Bloodsport, The Quest, Kickboxer. They're all the
Kickboxer,
same exact
yes.
movie.
What's the Time Cop? Is that him?
Yeah.
Yeah, Time Cop, yeah.
A different movie, but still a great one.
I'd say I love Jackie Chan.
Yeah.
Jackie Chan is
Jackie
very
Chan.
rational.
That's the thing, though.
Yeah.
Like, who is someone that you love that most people would say that that's a terrible person? Why would you like them? Like they're a terrible actor or
If
a
they-
terrible whatever.
Yeah. I mean, does it have to be love? Can it be hate? I mean,
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that defeats the purpose. You just hate them.
Yeah, I mean, that's
do
I have to limit it to a Hollywood actor?
No, wait. We already went through people we hate.
Yeah.
Like He hates Matthew Broderick, he hates Tom Cruise. Mine was like a Will Ferrell thing. He hates that lady who wouldn't give a heart to little boy in John Q.
I'm not really a hater. Like, I hate real people.
Like, I'm not a hater. You two hate Margaret.
Yeah,
that's not right. That's not a
character. Yeah, and it's a character. Sweet. You know? No. Yeah. That's the thing, though. Like, it needs to be an irrational hate. I don't know if I can limit it to just a Hollywood actor because.
Well, I mean, it could be like a TV
there's
actor.
There's literally nobody that I would hate.
No,
Yeah.
That's why now we're on love.
Okay.
I don't think you had one that you hated, right?
No, I didn't. But like, I don't know, like the reason I don't hate them is the reason I can't really love them. I love their work.
I irrationally love any wrestler who turned into actor, no matter how bad. It doesn't matter. The fact that they were a wrestler, I will watch their movie and I will enjoy it.
Triple H, John Cena.
The Marine, really.
Triple H. But I did it.
The Marine is one of the movies.
He was in Blade 3.
That worked out cool. He's thinking, man, I look good.
Wasn't Triple H also on one where like he was like a thief and he was like chaperoning some kids on
The
a
chaperone.
bus? Yeah, no.
The chaperone. No, but any rock.
But like Hulk Hogan, Roddy Piper, you guys need to watch Hell Comes to Frogtown.
A gladiator once told me my goods.
Obviously, They Live is incredible. And like no one can debate, They Live is an awesome movie and he's great in that movie. But Hell Comes to Frogtown has the weirdest premise. Like, the Earth is sterile.
Everyone needs something to keep.
And only a few men can produce children. So like, they hunt those people down and they're like special agents to go and fuck women to increase the population, right? And so he's one of those men. And like, but it's also in like this wasteland where there's like these terrible frog creatures because of all the nuclear war and everything. Like, it is an incredible movie.
Sounds like a fantasy I had.
Sounds crazy. Sounds
the only man who can bring population
That's
back.
crazy. It's crazy when you brought in the frog people.
Like,
it's nuts.
That's why it's
like Myrtle Beach.
Because the frog steals all these women and he has to go get them back and then fuck them. Whether they want to be or not. Which is kind of weird.
That's weird.
Yeah. But they all want
It's
to.
for the population.
It's a very silly.
Good.
I saw Darcy Petz, like hers is like she hates Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh,
But
okay.
he's the voice of Iago.
Yeah.
He's in
Problem Child. He's the principal.
He's
He's got a hell of a
He's in
voice.
Beverly Hills Cop.
Sorry.
You know, like
Yeah, I get it. Okay.
I can see hating Joe Pesci. I don't.
Joe Pesci? Casino?
hers is like she hates Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh,
But
okay.
he's the voice of Iago.
Yeah.
He's in
Problem Child. He's the principal.
He's got a hell of a
He's in
voice.
Beverly Hills Cop. You know, like
Yeah, I get it.
I can see hating Joe Pesci. I don't.
Joe Pesci? Casino?
Yeah, Casino. I like Joe Pesci.
Yeah.
Like, he's not one of those actors that I like search out every film that he's ever done, but every time I see him, I love his performance. He's so believable. Some angry little man.
Oh. Man.
You sound like you have like a permanent thing, like it's barely open. I was fucking doing this.
We doing it again?
Yeah,
I saw you like I thought you were just gonna open it. You just let it go there.
yeah. He's listening to us.
I love so much that video. You're just picking up all these books.
There's your irrational love. That's not irrational. You're making fun of it. The same gruesome. You've never done that. I'm not making fun of it. You just love it a whole lot. Yeah.
You call him double stubble.
I never said that. I didn't mention him, but I'd make fun of him.
That was-
I just said it was weird that he was making fun of anything turns.
Aaron, what was that joke that you made when we went to that Smash tournament and that really short guy was there?
Oh no, yeah, what was it? There was something I said, I can't remember what it was, and I turned around, there's like a...
What do you call him?
Little person.
He was like 3 foot 8.
What did I say?
I can't remember.
It was.
But I remember turning to you and
were
just like
laughing.
wanting to slap you. No, everyone else was laughing. I was angry.
I can't remember what it
And then I
was.
laughed.
What was this?
It was when we went to
it
Smash
was an
tournament.
MOG.
Okay.
We went to MOG for Smash.
Yeah, you said to me, and I was like, I can't believe you made a joke this good.
What? I can't remember what it was. Because then it was said again later. We were crossing the street back to our hotel, and he was over there again. And then you saw him, and then you started laughing because you knew exactly what was said.
But you commented on his short
I had made some comment at some point, and then there happened to be, I think, a little guy there.
Yeah, and then you re-referenced
it made a joke of it.
Okay.
And then I referenced the joke again later.
Yeah.
Because it was.
He never does that.
Yeah. I can't remember what it was. I cannot remember for the life of me.
Dang it, Aaron.
It was probably rude, immature, or amazing and funny. I don't know.
I could put him in a birdcage. I always want to capture a small person from a birdcage.
Like a kid?
Yes, a kid. No, an adult, preferably.
Adult.
When I was younger, I always wanted to capture one from a birdcage.
Like your turtles?
Yes.
Would you feed it? Like,
yo, yeah.
Take care of it, or would you let it go? Like,
a parrot. It? What the hell?
I have nothing to add.
The one thing I was thinking of is I remember being over at it was at Eric's sister's wedding. We were in line, and I had just been going through Arrested Development, like binging through it. And I turned around, and I turned back and was laughing, and I felt so bad because there was a guy who has no arms with one he had one fake arm, like whatever. And the only thing I could think of was, I'm a monster!
Oh, Arrested Development.
Bill.
And I felt
He used to go Giant Eagle all the time.
Yeah, his arms were blown off by touching electricity.
Yeah.
Electricity?
Like he was working on a transformer, something went wrong.
It arced through his arms and into his body. It didn't kill him.
He's a great guy. He's also very stubborn. He works all the time. He's got his own damn farm, you know. But he has that, you know. I don't know. He's able to hook his shoulder in a way that he can control his arm. Like he can control the angle it's at, and then he can control the hook. But one time, is when we were driving to high school, me and Zach, my friend Zach, we would he lived in Mary, I lived in Louisville, we would meet at Pit Stop. And then Pit Stop would usually go and get a drink or something like that before the half-hour travel.
Right.
And I was in the passenger seat, Zach was driving, he pulled up to the pit stop, it was a gas station, got out, he was in there, and as he was coming out, he opened the door, and Bill got out of his truck. I mean, he drives and everything, and he got out of his truck, but you could tell he was having a hard time with it today, because it wouldn't go up, and he was doing this to get it up. And Zach opens the door and shuts it right in his face. He didn't see him. He just didn't see him, you know? And I'm right in front of the door. He shuts it right in his face, and the guy goes, and looks at him, and he's trying to open it. Zach gets in the car, looks up and goes, I go, you get the hell out of here right now. It was just so funny because he wasn't paying attention. He just shut it right in the guy's face. And
He would do the funniest things, when something like that would happen. I remember one time we were leaning against some fence in town. There's actually, maybe we're watching school, we're talking to these chicks. Yeah. Okay? And we're leaning against this wooden fence, and then it broke. And he went.
They said I
could. You would do that thing that Rick did during the Death Note video. You just have these funny ass looks. He goes, like Kramer. Oh, I think it was funny. I remember one time he was waving at someone we were driving, but I think he was left or center, and the lady was flipping off. She was waving, but she was flipping off, so
I think I remember the joke. Maybe. I think it was someone said, we only have a little time left into our match. And then I think you looked at that guy and said, we should ask him.
Really?
I don't think it was that.
That doesn't sound right.
Is that not right?
Sure? I don't know.
Am I?
I don't know. It doesn't sound like it would be size.
There's nothing redeemable about that one.
What do you want?
All out of context. This isn't good.
I don't think that was it.
Maybe it wasn't.
I heard you called him short and kicked him.
That was right. I remember that.
Jeez. I'm not going to sleep until I remember. And as soon as I do, I'll tweet it out.
That was good. 9 years ago.
You tweet it on your own, right?
During Brawl at MLG.
Yeah, I was like 21 or 22.
See, I thought it was at the college that we went to for the tournament.
At Athens?
Yeah, at Athens.
No, because we were walking across the street and we saw him again at our head to our hotel. I remember that. I remember him being there. I remember being like, man,
I have a vague memory.
I want to go to MLG again because that's so fun. I want to go have Columbus again this year. Because like I remember like they had like the hand massages that one year we went to MLG for Brawl.
I don't think they've done it for years.
MLG? They had it for StarCraft like a few years back.
Really?
Yeah, back when I was heavy into StarCraft, which was years after doing Brawl. Yeah. But we went back up there and they didn't have the hand massage. They weren't giving out free Dr. Pepper every chance they could.
Hot Pockets?
The Hot Pockets. It wasn't the same. Yeah. They did a jumping jack contest and Melanie won a phone because she was a fitness teacher in a wave of nerds and she did jumping jacks for like ever. And it was whoever could do jumping jacks for the longest amount of time. You had to keep doing it. Sure. Stop. So I got third. And some guy beat me. And then that guy gave up and Melanie was like at the end, they're like, we have a winner. She's like, oh. She just kept going, like spinning around in circles.
Is this an endurance thing?
That's awesome. Basically, yeah, it was just who could do. They had who could do.
I always hated jumping jacks.
They had who could do the most jumping jacks.
Jumps up and down and like.
They had who could do the most push-ups. They had things like that, and they were giving away Sony Ericsson, the sliders that play games.
Oh, I was in junior high school. The military game was a push-up competition. Me and Gus were. We did more push-ups than one in our class. This guy, he's a senior. He could do like 100. I remember.
You're not gonna believe this, but I could do the most too.
I did over 100 in karate one time.
I feel like Rick and I
believe it.
I feel like you and I used to.
I was the fastest class.
I was really good at hula hoop.
I was unusually good at hula hoop.
I remember it was like 3rd grade, and we were having a contest, and it was like the whole class had to start, and then by the end of it, like I don't know, 5 minutes later, or however long it's been, it was me and like 2 or 3 girls.
Yep.
That was all that was left. I think I ended up getting 3rd.
They have hips.
That's when I fell in love with those hips.
Did you stare into their eyes?
Oh, dude, that would have been funny. Swaying back and forth.
That's weird. I could see your eyes were pointing over there. They weren't even pointing at me. It was too weird. No.
Bakuti is pleased to see you. Bakuti, goodbye, my friend.
The Death Note, or not the Death Note, the Black Sails intro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was a pretty good blooper too.
That hurt. That hurt so bad.
Huh?
That hurt so bad.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about Shane getting shot in the eye.
Oh no, I'm talking about me
getting tackled onto my
elbow.
Yeah.
Having a concussion.
Yeah, you should know.
Having a slight concussion.
Shane had a little tiny piece of metal in his eye.
Yeah, like. I tried to stay in character.
You're like,
They still block my face. Yeah.
Second time.
And that's the one that's in the edit. That's the only one that matters. True. Yeah, it was a lot of fun shooting that.
Yeah, Death Note was pretty fun too.
Death Note was fun.
I've noticed a lot of people love that. I knew Hard Attack was gonna get him. I'm like, Aaron, that fuck.
Death Note was like 90 minutes of trying to figure out what to shoot and like 5 minutes of shooting though.
Yeah, that's true.
Usually it's the opposite.
Because we did like
there's a much different
one take
idea,
and then another take to get the lighting right, and then a 3rd take for safety, and we like right on like almost every time.
Yeah.
It was quick.
Yeah.
And we were just using a little power shot camera with it too,
Yeah.
so you didn't have to like worry about too much. Just had Calvin hold the light right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Eric was directing me of like, that should look like.
Yeah. And you did exactly that. You went, ooh.
I love it.
Games
Here you
begin.
go.
Eric has grown so much as a director from AVR admin when he was so angry.
Angry back then. Get stuck out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I did like an Osler. What I really mean is one more good.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm like, one more time.
Yeah.
I was like,
Since 4 times ago.
time. Take 67.
Right. Maybe you weren't mean so much as merciless.
Yeah.
Just do it again. Do it again. It's like, Eric, I got hit in the face.
Yeah. I did that a lot. There in Rivals. Shane a couple times fell off the side of the car.
Yeah.
You gotta make a little.
I hated.
So it's gonna hurt.
I hated the alleyway segment of Rivals as far as filming it because I had to drug along the ground, get hit in the face with a chain. Like, there's times that like the chain's like tied around my like I can pull. No, it was a chain. And then one time I pushed myself to make it look like I'm moving while Shane's trying to pull. And then one time when I pushed myself, the chain doesn't even end.
Like action, and you go, ah! You just move your body over the concrete floor, change your back up.
Yeah.
And then halfway through, he goes,
and he starts pulling. And then the next time, like Shane gotta pull it. Okay. And then the next time he starts pulling at action, and he just keeps.
Oh my god.
Aí é sacanagem. É o bicho merda. Imagina. Ah, eu tô ajudando o cara, né? Que pariu. Magia do bicho sai em 2 segundos, a minha demora 2 anos.
And it was always meant to, like when we got that shot, I was like, alright, I'll have to digitally just extend the punch. But I literally only had 6 days to go.
Second half of that, I love like that, like turning it or trying to attack.
Well, because you have to know how to do it.
Yeah, but they're on YouTube still, aren't they?
Oh, I mean, on like
Lindsay's
on the old channel.
one that was Lindsay is like going a force run too.
I did a force run tonight. I did a flying effect. I mean, and those were for your class. Those are for the class I had in Troy. It was like, well, all this stuff Troy was teaching. I'm like, why don't I do that? I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna learn how to do flash.
Beleza.
Yeah,
there's some really good ones too.
There are some really
once you
good
start
ones.
talking about the actors you love,
Yeah.
we talk about that and be like,
That's why I was like, we need to just talk about like actors that we love that people don't.
Sure. Excited to. Maybe help you guys at this. No,
The third one?
Yeah.
Is it gonna be like?
Explica bastante minha vida.
Jack Black, Kevin Hart, Karen Gillian, and Johnson are reprising their roles.
that is.
Yeah. Use that again.
Meanwhile, writers Scott Rosenberg and Jeff Pinker will return to the pin to pin the sequel with the same director as well.
Oh, cool.
So it seems like the whole team's coming back.
I watched it, but you know,
Sorry, bro.
it's one of those things where it's like, why are they doing that?
Every time you win the game,
Like, I mean, when you watch it,
That's such a good natural.
it's a world reset.
Yeah, that's what I think natural press the new game.
All the shit. I bet the next one will be a mobile.
Fuck.
well, the idea,
Pay to win.
the idea too for is that like they can just have those characters.
Yeah.
But is it better when like in the original, like roughly, like that boy went into the world, went there and came back out. Whereas in this one,
Well, yeah, the game also.
And it's in the real world. Oh, then. Well,
what was the rock?
why would it be the Rock?
No, he can come out.
Did you run GPR?
No, because the hunter came out. Oh, and the elephant and everything else.
But the kid wouldn't necessarily be in the game, right? Were you saying
Yeah, the hunter could have come out.
I'm saying like they come out of the game.
Oh, the rock.
so the Rock would come out,
But he's actually the actor of the kid.
but he would be a different character, right? He wouldn't be the kid being that guy. He would be the Rock.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm not sure how they do it, but I'm interested to see how they would do it.
You know what? If it happens like that,
No, I'm not.
I haven't watched that last movie because it was yeah.
It was fun. It was fun.
Deja
So funny. Hard. It was so funny. I got a backpack. I can't get a water backpack. Everyone knows that. That was so funny.
Everybody knows that.
My kids loved it.
I love everything. I'm missing the top 2 feet of my body.
My criticism was just I imagined Jumanji for my whole life. I imagined this terrible, dark place that was scary, and he had all these crazy, fantastical animals, and it was just a fucking jungle with hounds.
You could see it in the eyes of Rob Boyd, right? Like he had seen some shit.
It's supposed to be an evil jungle. And this one was
It was like they're in the tropics. Like, I wanted.
Are we suddenly unwell?
stuff like that.
Yeah, I thought that was Jumanji.
No, sure.
I'm looking at it.
So also 2019 Rise of the Planet of the Apes is set to bring multiple episodes. Also, the scripted drama will feature 10-hour-long episodes in the first season.
Huh. Wow. I didn't see it.
Something kind of like
Yeah.
10 episodes.
Well, that's great. I mean, they
Probably The Witcher.
it's been in limbo for a year. Peter Jackson was attached at one point. Then he just made District, whatever, District 9. 13. District 13.
I would love for some good video.
District 9.
I love when good video game related movies. Just have
That
to
happens. I don't think Prince of Persia.
like it just hard to follow to the game.
Deadly Premonition. It was great. I didn't mind it as a horror movie, but some of the series as a whole, like after 2, it makes no sense that Pyramid Head is in anything but Silent Hill 2. I'm not going to spoil it if you haven't played Silent Hill 2.
I like 3. I didn't play that.
No, I mean, I love it. But I'm saying the movie heavily featured Pyramid Head.
Yeah.
It makes no sense that he's in that movie.
Well, they had it.
But Mortal Kombat I thought was done well.
I love Mortal
I love the
Kombat.
first Mortal
I can't say it's a great movie.
I love it.
I love the Street Fighter movie. I can't say it's a great movie. But I love the...
I love that. I love Mortal Kombat because it's all based like the game. Watching.
Sure.
Mario, I'd say, is not a good video.
Well,
game
I heard the
movie.
new Tomb Raider was pretty good.
Have you guys seen Warcraft?
I have not.
I heard that was pretty good. I heard it was good.
I wanted to, but now I couldn't see it. No, it's I played World of Warcraft.
The only lore that I know is Warcraft. Yeah.
I love that. I memorized it when I was like 5 years old.
The TV series was good. Yeah. That might be the best thing that I can think of like movie or TV. But yeah, Halo 6 is awesome.
Yeah, some of the animated things were really good. Like Dead Space has had some animated movies that were really good.
The Resident Evil animated stuff is pretty good.
Yeah, Generations, those, oh man, those are real fun.
That's true. It's a good point.
So I mean, it depends on what you like. As far as the live action goes, like the Resident Evil like live action movies weren't the greatest, and they got further and further from like the video games as the movies went along. Like the first one and the second one were kind of
there, sort of ish,
but not really. The second one I think was the closest to like a
it had Nemesis, right? That was the second.
Had Nemesis. It was in Raccoon City. They were slumbering zombies, you know. supposedly it's supposed to be coming to Steam for VR. I hope it does, but
I think it's supposed to be like August.
VR, I feel like the industry hasn't. I mean, it hasn't grown a lot like, in terms of.
Well, I mean, it has a high entry price.
Right? Yeah, that's why it hasn't really taken off.
It's like 4K TVs. Like it's gonna get cheaper and cheaper as it goes, but 4K is slowly growing. Like 4K's been around for years, but it hasn't been anything that people have.
I think it's like I think something the other day. I think 70% of TVs now are 4K.
Yeah, I was saying it's been around for years though.
Like 5 years ago,
but
it was freaking expensive.
It's the same with like flat screen HD TVs. When I bought the first one that I have right now, it's a 55-inch. I probably paid like it was a pipeline work. I probably paid like 3,000, 4,000 for it. I don't know.
4,000.
Or 3,000? I don't know what it was. It was expensive as hell. Now you can get those things for like $600.
I mean, there's a lot more TVs.
And they're thinner.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. But I paid a lot back in like 2008 for it.
And the color range is better, and the blacks are darker.
Yeah. It probably wasn't 4,000. It's probably like 3,000. It was probably like 2,999 or something.
I don't figure it'll get huge until it's like works on the iPhone or the Android.
Free VR?
Yeah.
So, I mean, they have some VR stuff for phones.
A little. But that's like how I figure it'll get the biggest general population. Like
when they can figure out how to integrate with the smartphones.
Yeah.
That's
kind of what I figured. A good one we missed, Final Fantasy VII Advent Children.
Yeah, I saw someone just mention that in chat. Advent Children is really good.
Yeah, Advent Children is great. It is fantastic. But it's not even. I guess it's in the conversation, but it's like what I was talking about was like adaptions. This is like a direct sequel to the game, and it's absolutely fantastic. Did you see the director's cut?
Not yet.
It's better.
I heard.
It explains how that story, the fight's longer.
Got 15 minutes more for like Sephiroth and Cloud, right?
It's great. 4 times. That song, like the one with the thing, it's like the greatest fucking song I've ever heard.
Yep. Yeah. Almost as well. It's probably even better than the My Hero song.
Maybe.
I don't have a weird thing to it. Like you do.
My Hero? My Hero.
No.
Oh,
All right.
Well, we got about 4 minutes left.
Yeah, I was gonna read out some.
All right. Mortal Kombat. I love Mortal Kombat. And Doom. Gonna get it right out.
Was he involved in the movie itself? Was he involved in the second movie?
Why was the second one worse?
It's just not as good.
No, it changed my dude, got engaged.
So much worse. Like
again,
I love it. It's terrible.
The first movie ends with this cast looking up at the sky. The second movie, and then it ends. It's cliffhanger. The second movie begins with the same cast turning around, looking at the evil emperor.
Yep. They're all different actors.
Except for Liu Kang.
Yep.
Liu Kang and Katana at the same time.
Yep.
Raiden, Johnny Cage, Sonya Blade, they were all different.
And then
He really looked different too, like his hair.
No, they cut it.
And then they killed off the best character.
I would say you barely knew this next person. They were gone.
Alright. Let's see, we have per reviews. 10 bits, good podcast as always.
Thank you.
Kirito, 100 bits. Favorite anime or cartoon voice actor? Mine is Johnny Young Porsche and Bryce Papenbrook.
Cartoon voice actor?
Well, yours is the guy that you're in love with, right? The Star Wars guy?
John Noble?
No.
Oh, Sam Witwer?
Sam Witwer?
Oh, yeah. He's a wonderful voice actor.
Oh, he's
Just not
for sure.
my favorite voice actor of all time. I mean, I love Sam Witwer, but I put Mark Hamill in front of him.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Fire Lord, Ozai, the Joker. Yeah.
I like David Hayter.
David Hayter.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many, like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I guess maybe anime, Mark Hildreth.
Okay.
Played Hiro Yui.
Dude, ones like Steve Bloom and stuff, I read like so much stuff.
Well,
There's everything. Jim Cummings did so much.
Christopher Spot.
Yeah, so those guys are amazing with voice. Mark Hamill does so much stuff, and sometimes you can't even tell it's Mark Hamill. Sometimes you can tell like that's just the joke.
Yeah. I really like Dan Castleman out of that Hank Azaria, those guys have been in animation for decades. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Kit Fisto. He played Kit Fisto.
Really?
He does animal voices.
Hello, General.
He does animal noises better than animals.
Saladin gives 100 bits saying there's going to be a Witcher Netflix series. Rick, I know. I want Bane to play Geralt.
Yeah, Charles Vane.
Thank you.
Zach McCallum.
Bane playing?
Yeah.
He went to Zach
You
McCallum.
said what?
Bane.
Bane. Okay.
World's Greatest Detective, 100 bits. WaveCon UK 2019.
I've got what you need.
It would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Ater Nanix has subscribed for 12 months.
Hey, 1 year. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Oh, whoops. Damn it, Rick. My name is World's Greatest Defective.
Defective? Not detective.
Yes,
Detective.
with another 150 bits.
Okay.
The detective dude is Bruce Wayne. Sorry, I'm in a bad mood as England just lost a World Cup match to Belgium.
Oh, no.
I saw that.
I'm sorry about that. Biggest Dickus, 75, has resubscribed for 12 months.
Biggest Dickus!
Oh, wow,
Thank you!
Whatever his biggest dick.
For the 12 months!
His message is, congrats on the expansion downstairs. So cool to see you grow. Will we maybe see your source collection displayed again?
No!
Yeah, there's a possibility, as long as we can get permission. I think it'll happen.
Yeah.
Now we have more room.
They're quite heavy.
Yeah, finishing
like
nails won't be quite enough.
Yeah.
Jasmine Booth resubscribed for 4 months.
Thank you, Jasmine!
Hicks NBA, a frequent on my Witcher stream. 50 bits. Have you guys seen the VR game Beat Saber?
Yep. Yes.
And do you think Shane would be good or bad at it?
Shane would be bad. He can't do a beat.
Yeah.
And you probably also pretty much like.
Yeah, that's true as well.
I might. Yeah, I might.
And I don't think he can handle a saber very well.
It's a VR beat game.
Well, I think he might like start traveling across the room and start actually hitting the wall.
Honestly, it would be the best
I've done
way
a
of
few-
him being able to feel a beat.
Yeah, that's true.
Really to get to a saber?
Yeah.
Echo Dolly, 100 bits. I can't stay, but wanted to give these biddies.
Oh, thank you, Echo.
Sorry,
Thank you, Echo.
Thank you.
Kirito, 200 bits. Hey, I just wanted to tell you thank you, Calvin, for talking to me on Discord. Oh, it's been rough since I lost my job, so thanks for taking the time for talking to me. I'm feeling a lot better. It's hard trying to find a new job.
I get you,
We
man.
wish you the best of luck.
Yeah.
If you need a reference, we'll give you
Go find some
Star Killer.
great liars.
We are. Star Killer 100 has resubscribed for 3 months.
Thank you, Star Killer.
Thank you, Star Killer.
Been watching now for over a year.
Ooh.
Watching your reactions after work is the best.
Yeah.
Thanks for the quality content and laughs.
I don't do that after work, so I don't know, but good.
You don't watch your videos after work?
Guardsman 117 has resubscribed for 2 months.
Thank you, Guardian Nate.
Yeah, more than 2 months, but hey, you guys are rulers of the universe.
Here we are. Queen.
Top screen, 100 bits.
So
Dude, think
much
that
to
trailer
do.
for Bohemian Rhapsody?
Yeah.
That's okay. That trailer looked pretty fucking cool. See how that movie
I
goes.
think I saw it when I saw it now.
So much to do.
Don't know what to tell him.
I don't know either. Saladin, 100 bits.
Thank you, Sanity.
Salahadin. Jambus resubscribed for 4 months.
Jambus, thank you. Your name sounds like an awesome kind of food that I would want to try. Jambos.
Hello guys, nice to see you as well, he says.
You got
Jambus.
Alex Italien gives 400 bits.
Thank you.
Have to get to work. Hope it's a great podcast.
Stop playing with your Jambus.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I was like poking you in the face, like,
Yeah.
it'd be like this.
Nah.
Like, I'm poking with your flaccid dick hands.
No, we were talking about Vikings, right?
Have a look at the slaps. It's been a bit. I have some from 18 days.
You should refund.
Yeah, you should.
But I do have one for today. From Aramaic, who sent us something special in mailbag.
Yes, he did.
Thank you,
Check that out Sunday.
Yeah.
A slap. Aaron slapped Shane for not understanding the Civil War or the homeless.
Civil War.
California.
What's going on here? Civil War reenactment? Shane, the homeless. Oh, shit. What's that? What's that sticking out?
I was going to hit your hand.
Terrible noise.
Alright guys, fun as always, thank you so much for joining us, and if you're watching this or listening to it later, be sure to join us live, Thursdays at 3 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Also, 3 p.m. Wave time. Listen, get that change, damn it. Lobby.
Thank you. Bye, everybody. Thank you. Love, love,
because of you. The pact was able to defend the We should drink.
I don't know why I bother guarding you horrible
What is it?
I forbid it, young lady. No daughter of mine is going to be courted by a Lord Favourable.
Uma cabra de. Uma cabra. Sei
Oh,
lá.
hi there.
Foda-se.
Now, who's got a drink for me?
Get yourself a drink.
And one for me.
Suck my dick. Ô louco, vê que essa porra de. Não sei o nome do animal, mano. Como é que eu esqueci? Um animal tão famoso. Por favor, né?
Yeah.
Hold still. That bowl of jiggling jelly looks delicious. Can I get the recipe? You've been gone for cheating at the... While you were... I want you. I am the Thane. What do? I am the Thane. Don't see our people.
I don't believe this. I'm not leaving until you let us in.
Se deixar você entrar, você não vai embora, pô. Se não vai embora, você não vai. Ai não.
Bouillard eatery makes the best meat ever.
Eu também vi. Lenin, tá de sacanagem comigo. Maldito Lenin.
Do you think I'm pretty?
Precisa de uma magia mais rápida. Vou colocar uma corrida.
Thanks. It's too late for me.
I am noting your scent.
What happened? Another murder?
Just one more and another.
I hurt myself today. To see if I still feel. I focus on the pain. The only thing that's real.
What a race! Another blasted. Someone must have... I don't want... I'm taking the gauntlets off and granting you the authority to do whatever is necessary to deal with these assassins. I name you as Justice Carl of Windhelm. Well done.
everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone
Oh, there, add that.
goes away in the end. And you could have it all. My empire of thirst. I will let you down. I will make
Opa, come on.
I wore this crown
And just then.
upon my
Oh,
lyre
gotta look at
chair,
Zombie, man. Look at Zombie now, man.
full of broken
Bjorn, man.
I cannot beneath the stains of time. You feel this pain. You are someone else. I'm still
Thanks for getting from you.
what have I become?
That's enough for now.
My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in a year. And you could have it all. My empire of dirt. I will let you down. I will make you hurt.
Down it.
If I
Give them more of me.
a million miles away, I will myself. I will find a way.
Bjorn. Seems like 400 on that.
There ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down. When I hear that trumpet sound, I'm gonna rise right out of the ground. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Well, look way down the river. And what do you think I see?
I see a band of angels, and they're coming after me. Ain't no grave can hold my body down. Ain't no grave
can hold my body down. Well, look down yonder, Gabriel.
Put your feet on the land they see. But Gabriel, don't you blow your trumpet till they hear from me. There ain't no grave can hold my body down.
Ain't no grave can hold my body down.
What's the dwarven aura? Six.
I don't know you.
Come on, you don't look as normal.
Well, meet me, Jesus, meet me. Meet me in the middle of the air. And if these wings don't fail me,
The deep-cried den was sabotaged by one of its own workers.
can hold my body down.
Ain't no grave can hold my body down.
Well, meet me, mother and father. Meet me down the river road. And mama, you know that I'll be there when I check in my load.
Don't cross it.
Ain't no grave
The guards found
can
King
hold my
Louis. Phil, what does any? Hurry to the
There ain't no grave can hold my body down. There ain't no grave can hold my body down.
Merchant for the great houses.
They're all the same. Give another helmet and they get all high and mighty. It's no wonder the palace is still a wreck.
I erect the swine.
Red diamond, protect us. Rather than cracking heads.
Hey you, can I learn your flavor? It's brand new. Now it's in the papers, all I seem to see. Must be something underneath. 22. I'm still trying to figure out what makes you hard on the call. I guess it comes from your heart. Cause when your head's right, you take your time. There's something about the love that makes you light. Fire when the strobe hits. Bet you're looking for something new. I feel the hate with you staring up across the room. I dare you play your cards, boy, you bet I'm a trendsetter too. Fire when the strobe hits you.
Isso é mesmo pra ter que pagar.
Hey everybody, how you guys doing today? My name is Nick, otherwise known here as Valence, and welcome to my video on ESO covering the werewolf transformation, where to find werewolves, and how the whole process works. So you guys know, if you watch my Skyrim videos around 2 years ago at this point, that I'm a huge proponent fan of the werewolf. My werewolf guide that I did for Skyrim is actually still my most popular video on YouTube today. So naturally, when Elder Scrolls Online came out and I found out that we could be werewolves, I was extremely excited. So basically I spent my weekend trying to figure out how this works. And since the game is new, just came out last week, and a lot of details are being unraveled, werewolves and vampires, they're one of those secrets, right? So over the weekend I figured it out. I haven't fully completed the quest line because I'm not high level enough, but I did figure it out for the Ebonheart Pact. Now there's a lot of different forum posts out there, there's a lot of people that are lying straight to your face, and that's why I wanted to make this video, because this is a confirmed way, and you guys saw at the very beginning of the video that I am a wolf. It does exist, just to go ahead and give you that proof. And I wanted to go ahead and lay it out online because I spent a long time this weekend. I actually spent 2 whole nights searching before I found out you needed to have a full moon before the werewolves would appear. And there's plenty of trolls in ESO. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. I'll tell you guys where I found the werewolf and kind of what my journey was. Now, I do want to go ahead and put a disclaimer out there that this is for the werewolf only. This is for werewolves. So I do not know the vampires yet, although I know it's similar to this process. I'm not a vampire person, but if you guys know information about the vampires and want to share it in the comments below, or if I do make a character that is a vampire, I will be sure to post another video letting you guys know what's going on there. So my quest to become a werewolf started on Saturday evening, and I actually sat through the entire night, which is the footage you're seeing here, looking for werewolves in the Rift. Now, werewolves are located in the higher level zones. There's 3 ways to basically obtain or be scratched by a werewolf. Now, there's 4 werewolves in the Rift. Now, werewolves are located in the high you're seeing here. Started on letting you guys know what's going on there. So my quest to become a werewolf started on Saturday evening, and I actually sat through the entire night, which is the footage you're seeing here, looking for werewolves in the Rift. Now, werewolves are located in the higher level zones. There's 3 ways to basically obtain or be scratched by a werewolf. Now, one, and the most reliable, the one that I actually can confirm in this video, what I'm sharing with you guys today, is finding it in the high level areas. So werewolves will spawn during the full moon in the higher level areas, and if you get scratched by them, that means if you get killed, if you get touched, anything of that nature, you will be infected with the disease, and then it will unlock a quest that allows you to do that. Now, I'm part of the Ebonheart Pact, so I went up to the Rift, got the zone, and started doing some werewolf hunting. You can see I'm in a huge group here, but on Saturday night, there's not something that I realized, and that is that there is a full moon cycle. So the moon cycles actually change every night shift, which is around every 4 to 5 hours in game. It goes between day and night, and day and night, and then that lasts for a little while. And you'll notice here that the full moon is not present in this part, and that was my one mistake. So I spent all my night Saturday night in a giant group looking for werewolves when there clearly were none because it wasn't the full moon. Now, the full moon came around on Sunday night, and that's where I actually was able to be infected with the werewolf disease, right? Now, one thing that's really crazy here is there's a lot of trolls, right? A lot of trolls are going to be calling out werewolf locations here, there, everywhere, and I recommend that you go with a couple guildies or friends and trying to find a position, a spot, right? Now, they'll spawn in groups of 2. They spawn in groups of 2 wolves all around the map, and the location that I'm going to share with you guys tonight is where I got infected. I do not know if it's a confirmed spawn point. Again, I do not know if most of this is confirmed because the game is fairly new. There's a lot of people out there trolling, and that is exactly what they want to do. Now, what I wanted to do, because I'm a giant werewolf fanatic, especially in Skyrim and in the Elder Scrolls, is give you guys a video with information from my process, how I did it, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. Now, going back into the western side of the Rift, and when I found it, all I did, walked up, got hit, got the disease, done. It is that simple. Now, after you have the disease, there's a quest line that you'll do, but for sake of, spoilers and stuff, I'm not going to share the whole quest line. I showed a little clip at the beginning to prove that I am a werewolf, right, and that it goes into there, but I'm not going to show the completed quest line or anything of that nature. So, it's a little rough being level 20 at the time. Since, Sunday night, I've leveled up to rank 26, and I'm going to try to keep going up and get that werewolf perk done. Now, as a werewolf, it becomes your ultimate ability. That's the key thing there. You can transform after your ultimate's charged, and then you use it as much as you want, but it functions similar to Skyrim, whereas it only lasts for a certain duration, and you can increase that duration by building up the trees or anything of that nature. So, after becoming a werewolf, you will go...
1.0, 6. That's everything.
And when you're staring at that phone in your lap and you hoping but them people never call you back. But that's just how the story unfolds. You get another hand soon after you fold. And when your plans unravel in the sand, what would you wish for if you had one chance? So airplane, sorry I'm late. I'm on my way, so don't close that gate. If I don't make that, then I switch my flight and I'll be right back at it by the end of the night. Somebody take me back to the days before this was a job, before I got paid, before whatever mattered what I had in my brain. And back when I was trying to get it to that subway, and back when I was rapping from the elephant. But nowadays we really I'm guessing that if we can make some wishes out of airplanes, then maybe I could return to the days before the politics that was all the rap game. And back when they could find this on my mixtape. And back before I tried to cover all my slang. But this is what they made of what's called bombing break. Can I get a wish from the end of politics? I get back to the music that started this week. So here I stand, and then again I say, I'm hoping we can make some wishes out of airplanes.
Can we pretend that airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars? Right now, wish right now, right now. That airplanes in the night sky like shooting stars. Right now, right now, right now.
I could really use a wish right now. I could really use a wish right now. Like shooting stars.
If you hadn't defeated that nasty little elf fox, I'm sure our great King Yoren would have taken care of her.
Está bueno.
Hail.
Museum.
I got broads in Atlanta, just to me in the family. Credit cards in the scammers, hitting the licks in the family. Legacies, family, wait and see, they like a panda. Going out like a Montana, honey killers on the helmets. Legacies, family, wait and see, family. Pockets full, down, salad bowl, candy. Man on the macho like Randy, the chopper go out to the ground. That nigga pull up your bandit, hope the killers understand it. I got broads in Atlanta, just to me in the family. Credit cards and the scammers, hitting the licks in the family. Legacy, family, wait and see, they like a panda. Going out like a Montana, honey killers on the helmets. Legacy, family, wait and see, family. Pockets full, down, salad bowl, candy. Man out the macho like Randy, chopper go out to the ground. That nigga pull up your bandit, hope the killers understand it.
Amiguitone.
I get broads in Atlanta, chasing dope lean and shit, sipping fountain.
Cara, meio
Credit
bonito,
cards and
né?
the scammers, wake up beside your shit, like designer, whole bunch of ladder shit. They be acting rats all over club shit. I be putting myself on the planet shit. I got plenty of stuff
É,
on
o
the planet,
design.
I track shit. Legacies, family, basic killing them count. Pop a perk, I got Sonic Gorilla, they come and kill you with bananas. Feelings, I'm feeling, pull up in the fountain. No niggas, they come and kill you on the counter. Only is dancing bigger than the pound. Go out to the Grammy, but pull your pound. I'm flipping. I got bitches pull up in the kitty. I got niggas that's counting for digits. Say you make you a lot of money. No killers pull up in the end of baby. CG.
Go to a quest and you'll see a woman there, and she'll send you off to seeing Elliot and trying to find it there, right? That's where I found mine. There are other locations around the map, and based on what I know, they do dynamically change. There's a couple things I want to go ahead and debunk in this video, though, at least things that I can't confirm. I want to go ahead and, based on what I recommend you guys going and trying to find it there, right? That's where I found mine. There are other locations around the map, and based on what I know, they do similar to Skyrim, whereas it only lasts for a certain duration, and you can, this is confirmed because the game is protected. I do not know if I know if most of this is confirmed because the game is fairly new. There's a lot of people out there trolling, and that is exactly what they want to do. Now, what I can confirm in this video and what I'm sharing with you.
The roof. Yo, yo, yo.
This, when I...
Down, we still recall the God of...
They don't look zooming.
You're back. That's good to hear. You don't know how relieved I am by this news. While you upheld my... Yes.
Sorry, bro. Não quero começar agora.
Happy birthday, my
Sounds of alarm. Leave from the vine, falling so slow, like fragile tiny head, drifting in the fall. Little soldier boy, come back to home. Brave soldier boy comes marching home.
falling so slow, like fragile tiny shells drifting in the foam. People so temple.
Hello there.
Come hunting home. Brave soldier boy comes marching home. Happy birthday, my son. If only I could have helped you. Leaves from the vine, falling so slow, like fragile tiny shells drifting in the foam. People so temple. Come hunting home. Brave soldier boy comes marching home. Happy birthday, my son. If only I could have helped you. Leaves from the vine, falling so slow, like fragile tiny shells drifting in the foam. Little soldier boy, come hunting home. Brave soldier boy comes marching home. Happy birthday, my son. If only I could have helped you. Leaves from the vine, falling so slow, like fragile tiny shells drifting in the foam. Little soldier boy, come hunting home. Brave soldier boy comes marching home. Yeah. Happy birthday, my son. You. Leaves from the vine, falling so slow, like fragile tiny shells drifting in the foam. Yeah. Little soldier boy, come hunting home. Brave soldier boy comes marching home.
Dwellers of darkest oblivion, come forth. The veil is pierced. You pass through the gate. I entreat thee.
Little soldier boy, come marching home. Brave soldier boy, comes marching home.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, my son.
Yeah.
You.
Yeah.
Lead from the vine, falling so slow, like fragile tiny shells drifting in the foam. Little soldier boy, come marching home. Brave soldier, come marching home.
Yeah. Yeah.
Happy birthday, my son. If only I could have helped you. Lead from the vine, falling so slow, like fragile tiny shells drifting in the foam. Little soldier, come marching home. Brave soldier boy comes my.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The Fighters Guild is watching this.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
Oh boy. Legal. Então, como que botou o capacete, ó? Ele vira... Mamuto. Mamuto. Procurar um lobisomem. Utilizar carroça. Vira da rasta. Eu me engano muito no cielo, não me fiz atrás. Eu não quero pelo vento, pelo mim que tem hora pra tapar. Penso que tá feeling like a pop star. Drinking in your bed. Ah, agora tem, né? Oh, bom. You got 6 cars. Vou comer o celular. Você vai do mundo, pô. Deixa eu ver o que mais. Vamos lá então.
Dominate this world, all others in time. The strong should always command.
Was that supposed to scare me? How quaint.
Deixa se matar. Pra morder.
You guys today is finding it in the high level areas. So werewolves will spawn during the full moon in the higher level areas, and if you get scratched by them, that means if you get killed, if you get touched, anything of that nature, you'll be infected with the disease, and then it will unlock a quest that allows you to do that. Now I'm part of the Ebonheart Pact, so I went up to the Rift, got the zone, and started doing some werewolf hunting. You can see I'm in a huge group here, but on Saturday night, there's not something that I realized, and that is that there is a full moon cycle. So the moon cycles actually change every night shift, which is around every 4 to 5 hours in game. It goes between day and night, and then that lasts for a little while. And you'll notice here that the full moon is not present in this part, and that was my one mistake. So I spent all my night Saturday night in a giant group looking for werewolves when there clearly were none, because it wasn't the full moon. Now the full moon came around on Sunday night, and that's where I actually was able to be infected with the werewolf disease, right? Now, one thing that's really crazy here is there's a lot of trolls, right? A lot of trolls are going to be calling out werewolf locations here, there, everywhere, and I recommend that you go with a couple guildies or friends and try to find a position, a spot, right? Now, they'll spawn in groups of 2. They spawn in groups of 2 wolves all around the map, and the location that I'm going to share with you guys tonight is where I got infected. I do not know if it's a confirmed spawn point. Again, I do not know if most of this is confirmed because the game is fairly new. There's a lot of people out there trolling, and that's exactly what they want to do. Now, what I wanted to do, because I'm a giant werewolf fanatic, especially in Skyrim and in the Elder Scrolls, is give you guys a video with information from my process, how I did it, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do here. Now, going back into the location, I was able to find a werewolf location in the northwestern side of the Rift. And when I found it, all I did, walked up, got hit, got the disease, done. It is that simple. Now, after you have the disease, there's a quest line that you'll do, but for sake of, spoilers and stuff, I'm not going to share the whole quest line. I showed a little clip at the beginning to prove that I am a werewolf, right? And that it goes into there, but I'm not going to show the completed quest line or anything of that nature because I personally haven't completed it yet. It is a high-level quest. It's level 38. You can probably do it around level 30, 31, because it is a solo quest. So it's a little rough being level 20 at the time, since what is it, Sunday night, I've leveled up to rank 26, and I'm going to try to keep going up and get that werewolf perk done. Now, as a werewolf, it becomes your ultimate ability. That's the key thing there. You can transform after your ultimate's charged, and then you use it as much as you want, but it functions similar to Skyrim, whereas it only lasts for a certain duration, and you can increase that duration by building up the trees and anything of that nature. So, after becoming a werewolf, you will go to a quest line. The one in the Ebonheart Pact is in Riften. It's the second house north of the Way Shrine. You'll see a woman there, and she'll send you off to the Packmaster, and you'll enter the realm of Hirsine and gain your werewolf ability. And that's essentially it. That's the big part of it. It's not hard. Again, you guys see this spot on the northwestern side of the map. This is where I got infected, and next time there is a full moon, I recommend you guys going and trying to find it there, right? That's where I found mine. There are other locations around the map, and based on what I know, they do dynamically change. There's a couple things I want to go ahead and debunk in this video, though, at least things that I can't confirm. So, a lot of people said that you were able to become a werewolf via a quest in Mournhold for the Ebonheart Pact that has werewolves attacking the city. You have to fight off waves of them, and stuff of that nature. Now, in Mournhold, I have actually completed the entire Deshaun area for the most part, and I have not run into this quest. So I don't know if this quest is legitimate, but in all honesty, if you're in the Ebonheart Pact, head up to the Rift and try to make sure that works. Now, as far as the other two groups, there are some lower level werewolves in the Daggerfall Covenant area around level 4. So far as I know, these can also not infect you. I don't know why it's only limited to some werewolves, but it seems like it's stuck on the higher level zones. Now, as far as the zones go, the Ebonheart Pact will find them in the Rift. This is the only confirmed area. And then there's Deshaun, the people who've spotted him via quest, but no one has really been able to confirm that on the forums. Fact, we'll find them. It seems like it's stuck on the higher level zones. Now, as far as the zones go, the Ebonheart Pact will find them in the Rift. This is the only confirmed area. And then there's Deshaun, the people who've spotted him via quest, but no one has really been able to confirm that on the forums. For the Outbury Dominion, it's in Reaper's March. Those are areas to the northeast of Reaper's March. For the Daggerfall Covenant, it is in Bangkora and areas in the east. So that's the big thing. Now, I want to go ahead and debug something to you guys so you can avoid trolling. There's a lot of trolling in this game. I want to go ahead and debug something to you guys.
No, fuck. Michelangelo, we come from the phone. No, actually. Or, yeah.
So you can avoid trolling. There's a lot of trolling in this game, a lot of scamming at the moment, and that's really why I'm putting out this video. Now, when it comes to the werewolf and the vampire thing, they've made it mysterious, they've made it difficult to figure out, and you know, it's been great because a lot of players have grouped together to try to figure it out, understand what's going on, and when we finally did, we were really excited. Now, the werewolf thing only happens, like I said, during the full moon, which occurs once a week roughly. The full moon will be out for 1 to 2 nights, so you'll have about a day to complete getting your werewolf fight, although the quest does stick, so the quest is not ruined after that day. Now, one thing that people will do is claim that they can turn you into a werewolf or a vampire. This claim is legitimate, but I want to make sure you guys are aware that they are scamming you. They are scamming you. 9 out of 10 times based on forum posts, as well as guildies who have actually paid people to do this for them. People are paying for werewolf bites. These go from anywhere, I've seen 20 to 50k for a bite. And what a player can do is after they reach rank 6 in the werewolf and or vampire tree, they can bite you and start a disease for you. And then, ba-boom, you'll become a vampire or a werewolf from that player bite. Now, this can only be done by one player once a week after they've hit level 6 at specific ritual sites. I personally haven't found these ritual sites. I do not know where they are, but if I do, I'll be sure to throw an annotation in this video. So, we warned. People selling bites, probably not legitimate. But anyway, guys, I mean, I honestly think that's going to cover it here. I still haven't been able to complete the werewolf quest, so I can't talk about the abilities yet because I am so low level at this point. But after I do and get my werewolf ultimate and everything, I'll be sure to release a video talking about that. So, I just want to put this out there because people are getting trolled. That's what's hurting me. I don't want to see people get trolled, have their money scammed out of them and stuff. But that's the reality of an MMO, right? So hopefully you'll be able to find a werewolf at this location during the next full moon. I've gone ahead and posted a couple helpful forum posts that helped me figure this out in the description below this video, and there are ongoing discussions about it. But I really appreciate how Bethesda and ZeniMax really made this something that we had to uncover as players. It was like the Battlefield 4 Megalodon. It's great to have all these people working in, I guess, a group, right, to figure out what's going on here. Now, I bet there's a few trolls, but I think that's always going to happen. So if you guys have any questions about the whole werewolf thing, feel free to post a comment below, and I will answer to the best of my abilities. And if you have any other sites or zones that are confirmed, please feel free to drop those in the comments and help other players out as well. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for the video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, help me out, and feel free to share this video for anyone else who's interested in ESO and becoming a werewolf, as well as subscribe to this channel for more ESO, small guides, tips, discussions, things of that nature, and more to come in the future. So my name is Valence. Thank you guys so much for watching, and go out there and get infected.
What the fuck? And you're out of us.
Yeah.
Ô louco, tá meio vivo, hein? Obi. Ah, por que tem tanto tigre aqui, gente? É, isso aqui não parece ser barato, não. Que era isso? Não sei se é muito caro, né? Oh, por que não tá caro, né? Ok, tá caro, né? Tá ficando. Aí sim, é um negócio. É, realmente tem muito animal, né? Possivelmente tem os vampiros. Meu Deus. Esse é o verdadeiro rei da noite. Como é que pode todo bicho se mover perto do outro? Faz nem sentido. Como teria caça pra todos, não sei não. E esses tigres de sabre aí eles gostam de frio, não. Não é que eles não conseguem ver aqui, mas. É.
Sure, preserve us. Help!
First we will take a look at all the active and passive skills werewolves and vampires have at their disposal. Then closing players have the skill tracker passive. With the ultimate ability, you will transform into a werewolf, which lasts about 30 seconds. You increase max stamina. Blood Rage gets 5